hell and brimstone. Verse 20, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. All right, it goes on to tell you about everything that's going to not be on there and what's going to dwell on there. But let me jump up to the verse 5, Isaiah 13, verse 5. And this was going to cause the land to be uninhabited. And verse 5 states, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even Yahweh and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land.
That's right. Yep. Destroy the whole land.
That is specifically telling you they're coming from a far country, man. That's why they call them intercontinental ballistic missiles, because they go across the whole world, you know? Let me finish this off real quick. Yeah, just a couple more precepts. Verse 6, Howl ye, for the day of Yahweh is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. So there was the day of the Lord, a destruction, a day of destruction. Verse 7, therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. And they shall be afraid, pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. And they shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another, and their faces shall be as flames. So that's what the day of the Lord is going to be, man. The day of the Lord, it ain't going to be everybody having festivities, you know. Everybody's just so glad that the Lord returned. The only people that are going to be glad to see his appearance is the elect, because they're the only ones that are going to receive salvation. All right? That was it on that.
Going to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50.
Camera on.
Oh, fuck it.
Verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country.
That's what the Lord is doing, man. The Lord is gathering up all these different nations up underneath Russia, who is their guard, to come up against this place, man. You know, ultimately this place is going to be destroyed, you know, ultimately through all these other nations that have nuclear capabilities, but it's going to be spearheaded through Russia, man. And we already seen that happening throughout the world, you know, the world political stage, you know.
Reading on, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain.
Yeah, let's talk about those nuclear missiles, man. None shall return in vain, man. Meaning they're going to come, they're going to go, and they're going to do what they're supposed to do, man. And they're not going to miss their mark. Okay, go ahead.
And Chaldea shall be a spoil.
So a missile ain't going to get launched off, and it's just going to, it just so happened to miss their target. Well, let's just go ahead and send this thing back into the silo and just, that, you know, that was a fucked up.
Doesn't work that way.
No, that ain't going to happen, man.
Blow up in the air.
It's full on the ground.
Verse 10. And Chaldea shall be a spoil. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith Yahweh. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage, because ye are grown fat, as the heifer at grass, and bellow as bulls, your mother shall be sore confounded.
Real quick, the grown fat like a heifer, man. That's this place has become fat, man. This place is just, you know, they thinking they living deliciously, man. Okay, and it says your mother shall be sore confounded, man. Talking about Britain, because America came from Britain. It was born out of Britain. All right, so they're gonna be sore confounded, meaning like, damn, they're gonna be afraid because this place is gonna be destroyed. But that place is gonna be shot up with too. But you know, they're gonna be confounded at the destruction of this place.
That's gonna be one of the. They're gonna shoot missiles on this place too. Yep. And that's one of the 10 horns in Revelation.
Yep.
That shall hit the horror, man.
Go ahead. Verse 12. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. Verse 13. Because of the wrath of Yahweh, it shall not be inhabited.
Yep, the wrath of Yahweh, it shall not be inhabited. Man. America's not going to be inhabited anymore. You ain't going to see no skyscrapers over here. You ain't going to see a little shanty town, man. You ain't going to see nothing, not a blade of grass. It's going to be nothing but desert out here, man. And the only thing that's going to be inhabited in this place is desert animals. Go ahead.
But it shall wholly be desolate. Everyone
Meaning desolate, meaning empty, man. Okay, go ahead.
Everyone that goeth to Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at her plagues. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her.
Yep, talking about those missiles, man. And that's what the Lord is going to put the spirit in these other nations to do. Okay, that's what's getting ready to come, man. We're nigh at the door, man. Go ahead.
Spare no arrows, for she has sinned against Yahweh.
Yeah, spare no arrows, meaning all the missiles that these other nations have, they all going to get launched, man. Russia already got a dead man switch, so if one missile get launched, all of their missiles get launched. And if I'm not mistaken, Russia has the most nuclear missiles on the planet, or is it America?
America got.
Russia.
I don't know. Oh,
Russia,
I don't want to say. Yeah, I don't want to say.
Thousands.
Yeah, I don't want to say.
Yeah, they got thousands, man. So imagine all of them getting launched all at once, man. This place is gonna be through.
America got thousands too, but Russia got a little more thousands.
That's right. Is that it on there, Doc?
That's Russia, yeah.
Is that it on that? Okay. You got another precept? Oh yeah. Go ahead.
All right, this is in the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, 2 through 6. For the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon their armies.
See, because the missiles are going to get launched from these other nations to here in America, but America got their own missiles that they're going to launch to these other countries launching missiles, man. So it's judgment for everybody, man. Okay, go ahead.
And his fury upon all their armies, he hath utterly destroyed them, he hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. And the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down, as a leaf falleth from the vine, as the falling fig from the fig tree.
When you see a fig falling from the fig tree, you know, it falls in like an arching manner. Okay, and that's how those missiles are going to fall, man. They're going to come in that arching manner. Okay, go ahead.
Continuing on, verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven, it shall come down upon Idumea.
What's the sword of one of the swords of the Lord is the glittering sword, which is those missiles, man. It says it's going to be bathed in heaven, okay? Because that's where it's going to come down.
Yeah. Shut up in the atmosphere.
Yep. Go ahead.
Continuing on, Isaiah 34 and 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven, behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, upon the people of my curse, to judgment.
Esau, Edom. Idumea is just a Greek way of saying Edom. Okay? Go ahead.
The sword of Yahweh is filled with the blood. It is made fat with the fatness and with the blood of lambs and goats, and with the fat of kidneys of rams. For the Lord has a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
Basra is modern day America. Okay? That used to be the ancient capital of Esau, Edom, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, that was the capital of one of the chief cities of Edom. Well, this is the chief city of Edom, man, here in America. So this place is going to be destroyed, man. Okay? So is it on there?
2 Ezra 16, verse 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
Yeah, these missiles aren't going to miss, man. They're going to hit the targets that they're supposed to hit, man. And it's sharp, meaning they're going to be cutting through that air quick, man. They're going to be getting here quickly. Okay? You see what Russia got?
Yeah.
You know, the Avangard missile. That thing comes down and they get its GPS location and poof, it's off. And then it's not only that, it can maneuver. That thing will dodge all your missile defense systems.
You're talking about hypersonic. That's just ridiculous.
Yep.
And real quick, when you're saying that sword was being bathed in heaven, you know, a visualization.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Yeah. One end to the world to the other.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2, starting at verse 1. Joel 2 and 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain.
Yeah, that's what the men of the Lord are doing. We're sounding the alarm. We're blowing the trumpet of prophecy, man. The trumpet of warning from the Heavenly Father. Okay? And the trumpet that we're blowing right now is the trumpet of these missiles on it. They're going to come, man. Go ahead.
Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahweh cometh.
Yeah, you see, that's the thing. You people hear the thing about these prophecies. You hear about these missiles coming to destroy this place, and you don't fear. That's why the Lord is going to bring fear upon you, man. He's going to make you tremble. You know, you don't want to hear. You don't want to fear when because you're hearing it in your eyes from men, but you're going to see it when it's happening regardless. Okay? Go ahead.
For the day of Yahweh cometh, for it is nigh at hand. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness. As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there hath not been ever light.
Yep, that's going to be the day of the Lord, man. A day like never has been before, man. A day of darkness, okay? And it's going to be dark because, one, this light is going to be out. The light of this truth is not going to be getting pushed out there. And secondly, it's going to be dark when these missiles hit, and there's none but nuclear winter, man. Okay, the clouds are going to be darkened. Okay? Go ahead.
There hath not been ever the like, neither shall there be any more after it.
Neither shall there be. There ain't never going to be a day like this, and there never has been a day like what's getting ready to be done here in America, man. Go ahead.
Even to the years of many generations. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth.
Yep, the fire that devoureth before them is the warheads, and the fire behind them is the propulsion system. That's what pushes the missiles, that fire behind them, man. Okay, go ahead.
The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness.
Yep, because what? Before those missiles, say, look, it's you know, people, oh man, look, downtown looks nice. There's parks and stuff, or we can go to the beach or enjoy this nature reserve. But what? Afterwards is what? What after the missiles hit? Go ahead.
Yea, and nothing shall escape them. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses.
No. Go back to the part where it said after, before and after.
Oh, Salah.
Garden before, like the garden.
Verse 3. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness.
Desolate wilderness, man. That's what's going to be left after the missiles hit. Here it is a nice looking place, like, let's say it gives you the example of like the Garden of Eden, but afterwards it's going to be desolate, man, meaning empty. There ain't going to be nothing here, man. Okay? Matter of fact, it's going to look like a sea of glass from the chariots. Go ahead.
Reading on.
Yea, a fire. Okay.
Yea, and nothing shall escape them.
Nothing should escape them, man. Again, you can try to put your kids in a sewer drain like they did over there in Hawaii when they got that nuclear scare from North Korea. They're tossing their kids in the sewer drains, man. What the hell is that gonna do? That don't make no sense. You see, that's how stupid people are. They said it staggers like a drunken man. You just doing stupid shit.
It's panicking.
Yeah, now you gotta take that little nigga out of the shit. Shit covered drains. But nothing.
Yeah, that must have been embarrassing. You have to go and get the.
Come on up, Timmy. Come on up.
Yeah, get the fire department to help you.
Go ahead.
Verse 4. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses.
Yep.
And as
Go ahead.
and as horsemen, so shall they run.
Yep, because what? When you see in a battle formation, back in the days when men used to be on them horses, they would run in them lines, and they be running. That's how them missiles gonna be running. They're gonna be all running in those lines from where they were shot off, man. Running in formation, so to say. Just like horses, man. Which horses represent power. Okay, that's why they call it horsepower. Okay, in cars. Go ahead.
Verse 5. Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap.
Yep, like think about it again, going back to them olden times when they had the chariots with the horses with the wheel, with the wagon behind them. Imagine hearing that noise coming from the mountain. You're like, damn, what the fuck? That sounds like a large group coming from the other side of that mountain. But that's how them chariots the missiles gonna sound. You're gonna be hearing them traveling at the speed of light, all the sonic booms snapping, and you'll be like, oh shit, something's coming. Go ahead.
Like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble.
Yep, that devoureth the stubble, man. You ever heard of a furnace turn on? You hear that fire roaring? That's how these missiles are gonna be sounding, man. Yep. Go ahead.
As a strong people sat in battle array. Verse 6. Before their face the people shall be much pained.
Before their face, their people shall be much pain, man. You're going to see it in the faces of these people when they get alerts on their phone talking about missiles on their way.
If they try to have internet access at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, some people will,
Gonna be on the news. Prepare yourselves, get to the nearest shelter. It's gonna be like all the movies. You ain't gonna have time to get to the shelters. Yeah, this is gonna test. You're gonna be what was that one show? It wasn't the Twilight Zone show. It was another one where the dude, well, I think it might have been Black Mirror, one of those episodes. But dude got an alert that missiles were on his way, and he just went and climbed into his tub in the shower and started crying in a fetal position, man. That's gonna be the majority of the people, man. Go ahead.
Verse 6, before their face the people shall be much pain. All faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war.
Yep, because what? Back in the days, your defense of a city was the walls of the surrounding the city. That's what would defend the city. So what is the defense of America in these last days? It's these nuclear missiles. And it said what? They will climb the walls like mighty men of war. So here it is. You got Russia with this avant-garde missile that can maneuver. So it's going to be climbing the walls like a mighty man. Okay, go ahead.
And they shall march every one on his ways.
Yep, they're going to go to where they're supposed to go, man.
And they shall not break their ranks. Neither shall one thrust another.
Yeah, they're not going to be running into each other. You're not going to see a nuclear explosion in midair because two missiles hit each other. No, that ain't happening. The Spirit of the Lord is going to be on these missiles, man, to guide them to where they need to go. Go ahead.
They shall walk every one in his path. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded.
Yeah, so if for some reason a missile defense system does strike it with a little missile to try to blow it up in midair, it ain't going to work. It just said it shall not be wounded. Go ahead.
Verse 9, they shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief.
Hey, that's a missile defense system just talking about going through right there.
There it is, yeah.
The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. And the sun and the moon shall be dark.
Those clouds, those plumes, the mushroom clouds.
Like nuclear fallout or something like that.
Yeah.
Nuclear winter.
Yeah, nuclear winter. Go ahead.
And the stars shall withdraw their shining.
Yep.
And
you ain't gonna be able to see the stars at night. It's gonna be still cloud. That the after effects of the missiles, man. Go ahead.
and Yahweh shall utter his...
That's not gonna be here in America because there ain't gonna be nobody here in America to see no stars, man. I'm talking about the rest of the earth. That's how bad of a destruction it's gonna be. Okay, like get that sign up again. Go for the sharks. All that smoke that's gonna be coming up from all over the different places. That's gonna cover the whole earth, man. People ain't gonna be able to see. Okay, the scriptures in Revelation 18 talk about, no, not 18. 16, where it talks about the water shall be like wormwood, something like that.
18.
I think that's 16.
Oh, is it 16 right there?
I think so.
It's not 18.
Yeah, but the waters are going to be poisoned, man, because of the radiation. All that radiation that's going to be going around the earth, everything's going to, be destroyed through the pollution of the radiation, man. Go ahead,
Verse 11. And Yahweh shall utter his voice before his army. For his camp is...
And the Lord's army that is talking about right here are the missiles. Okay? Go ahead.
For his camp is very great. For he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of Yahweh is great and very terrible. And who can abide it?
Yeah, this is the day of the Lord we're talking about here, man. Who can abide it? The elect can abide it, but the rest is going to be destroyed, man. They're going to be caught out here, and man. Watch that movie Judgment Day, man. Terminator. Watch how Sarah Connor's sitting there screaming, even as a skeleton. She's still stuck on the fence screaming.
Exactly. Your soul's gonna be left in that vessel. Feeling every bit of that pain.
Slow. It said that Revelation 14, you take the chip, you're going to be tormented in front of the angels and the Lamb.
Yeah.
So for you to be tormented, you got to be alive. And then for you to, was that Zechariah 13 and 14, where it says your eyes going to melt in their sockets, your tongue?
14.
And it says as you stand on your feet. So meaning you still got to be alive for that to happen. So the Lord, he's the creator of time himself. He can slow time down and have you roast, for who knows how how long, you know? It might be like 10 seconds, but it feels for like 10 years for you, you know?
You got something else?
Yeah, I have Zechariah 14:12. Zechariah 14:12. And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongues shall consume away in their mouth.
Yeah, if you brothers ever seen Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark, they show you that at the end of the movie when the guy opened up the Ark of the Covenant, that fire came out and the dude's eyes melted in his head, you know, his tongue, his mouth started melting, and then his skin just came off his flesh, man. You know, that's what's going to be happening to these people. Okay? That was it on there, right, Doc?
Yeah.
Yep. That was it on Joel.
I keep going.
That was the point on this.
This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 11. It says, make right the arrows, gather the shields. Yahweh hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes for his devices against Babylon to destroy it. Because it is the vengeance of Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple. Just to show you that it's talking about Babylon today. That the Lord didn't destroy ancient Babylon. You know, they were just taken down overnight. Yeah, that was it.
This is Job chapter 20, verse starting at 23 and 26. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn, and cometh out of the body. Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall, tears are upon him. Verse 26. All darkness shall be hid in the secret places, a fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. And that's basically describing those nuclear missiles, man. Right? The flee from the iron weapon when he's about to fill his belly, as he's about to implement this new world order, man. All these different nations are going to come up against him, and they're going to rain these weapons down on him, man. And they said a fire not blown. Back in the ancient days, they had to heat these fires. You know, they had to increase with the fuel or whatever they was using on this. And in an instant, once they trigger these nuclear missiles, there's a nuclear reaction, and it just go instantly, man. These bombs just instantly just go off, and it just start consuming everything, man. All right?
Exactly. Real quick, the Brother Kanakwa got the precept and revelation on the waters being poisoned by the nuclear missiles. Go ahead.
This is Revelation 8 and 11. Revelation 8, verse 11. It says, and the name of this star is called Wormwood. And the third part of the waters became wormwood, and many men died of the waters because they were made bitter.
Yep, they were made bitter. You go into wormwood. If you eat too much of wormwood, which is a herb, you get poisoned. So the waters are going to be made like that through the radiation. You know.
And Hiroshima and Nagasaki, that was like one of the main things that killed them, because they went drinking the water. You know,
the fish were dying, the fish were mutated and all things like that.
So that was just basically an experiment that they did on Japan. They just wanted to see what one would do, you know?
Exactly. That's right. That was it, though? That was it. Come on. Go ahead,
Revelations chapter 9, and I'll get right to the point. Well, matter of fact, no, that's
All right. This is the book of Job, chapter 18, verse 6. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. Verse 7. The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. For he is cast into a net by his own feet.
His own counsel, meaning the confederacy that he made, Esau, Edom, that he made to come up against the Israelites, that same group that he was with, they're going to come up against him, man. His own counsel. Okay? Go ahead.
And he walketh upon a snare.
He walketh upon a snare because he's made his own snare. And the Lord's going to get him trapped up with it. Meaning these missiles, man. Because Esau, Edom thinking he has these missiles to rule over the earth, that if people don't listen, well, we just going to blow your shit up. Nah, the Lord going to use them to come up against him, man. Go ahead.
The jinn shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. Terrors shall make him afraid on every side.
Terror shall make them afraid on every side, because not only are the missiles going to be coming, but there's going to already be a civil war here, like we were talking about earlier. There's going to be economic collapse. People are going to be starving to death out here. People are going to be eating each other out here, killing each other even more than they already are. You know, trouble's going to definitely, catch this devil on every side, man.
If I may say, the scripture say the love of many shall wax cold in these last days, man. You know, so you're gonna see a lot of people that claim they love you. All right, they with you. A lot of them being your family members. All right, they're gonna the Lord is gonna put the spirit on them to actually be your enemies, man. That's why King David said, "My enemies are of my own household, man." See, so the love is gonna wax cold in these last days, man. Got it.
Verse 11. Terrors shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side.
Destruction shall be ready at his side, man. You know, because it's already been made ready. The Lord's just going to have to open that can of whoop ass on this damn devil, man. How's it on that?
One more. Verse 13. It shall devour the strength of his skin, even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors.
That's right, man. The Lord. All right.
And it said his confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle. When you go into the book of Psalms, I think it's 50, it says, break their teeth, O God, in their mouth. His confidence, his strength is what? His military, man. See, so his confidence is getting ready to be broken, man. Why? At the appearance of Yahweh Shai, 2 Thessalonians, first chapter, man. At the brightness of Yahweh Shai, this man is getting ready to be exposed, man. So fear not, little flock. You know, Yahweh Shai is with us, man. Job 5, verse 11. To set up on high those that be low. Come. Job 5, verse 10. Who giveth rain upon the earth, and sendeth waters upon the fields? To set up on high those that be low, that those which mourn may be exalted to safety. He disappointed the devices of the crafty.
There you go. He disappointed the devices of the crafty. Devices means the plans, thoughts, their intentions of the crafty, being Esau Edom, man. He thinks he's slick. He thinks he's going to get off with just, bringing about this new world order and enslaving the entire planet Earth. That ain't going to happen. The Lord's going to get him, man. Go ahead.
It says, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
Yep.
He taketh the wise in their own counsel. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness. And the counsel of the forward is carried headlong.
Yep. So this complete takeover that he thought he was going to do, that's going to be his demise, man. Okay, his idea of trying to take over the entire earth is going to be his demise. This is what's going to bring and make these other nations hate the whore, because these other nations are already tired of America trying to be all up in their business, man. Ain't nobody want to deal with that shit, man. You had Germany. Germany's involved with that whole thing that's happening between Turkey and Greece, and they're talking about, look, there ain't no vote for this, man. Like, Germany's saying, y'all ain't got no say in this. This ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Any interference is gonna be met with retaliation. Okay?
Russia's gonna hop on board because Turkey.
Yeah, because of Turkey. Yeah. See, these other nations are sick and tired of this place, man. America just trying to be up in everybody's business, because then everybody already know that if America comes up in there, they're gonna try to take over. They're gonna try to set up shop in your country, man. Or try to pass something so that you have to be under them.
Yep.
And they're sick and tired of it, because this devil's been revealed, man. He's being revealed.
And what they're doing, these other countries are doing now, they're saying, look, you can't even take care of your own country. Look what's going on in your country. You gonna come over here and bring democracy over here, man? Come on.
Well, thank you.
That's it on that.
I got something real quick to go up with that. I think I have bookmarked it. This is Sirach chapter 27, verse 25. Sirach chapter 27, verse 25. Whoso casteth a stone on high, casteth it on his own head, and that deceitful stroke shall make wounds. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that setteth a trap shall be taken therein.
Just like Haman. Haman was trying to set up a trap or he wasn't trying to set up a trap. He built the gallows to try to, kill the Israelites and Mordecai. But what happened? Him and all his sons were hung on them gallows, man.
Right.
So the Lord got them, that Edomite, with his own trickery, the Lord's getting ready to get them on there, man. You know, get these devils with their own trick. Like I said, you cast a stone upon high, you throwing it, it's like you throwing it on yourself, man, on your head. Okay?
Verse 27, he that worketh mischief, and what the church will tell you that he can't sleep until he do some mischief, you know? It says, he that worketh mischief, it shall fall upon him, and he shall not know whence it cometh. Because what? The Most High, he gonna be the Most High gonna catch it and send it right back to him, you know? All the things he's been trying to push, now it's all backfiring, you know? The nukes, the ultimate weapon that he's created, weapons of mass destruction, that's gonna backfire on him. He's gonna destroy himself with it. You know, we say, you know, he's gonna be Russia, you know, destroying America and these other countries, but really it's Esau destroying Esau, you know, destroying his own kingdom. Which ultimately is the Most High, of course, but you know, he's using Esau to destroy himself. That was it on that.
You had a quick one? Quick one?
That's the book of Zephaniah 3 and 8. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 8. Therefore, wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey.
Until the day that I rise up against the prey, man. That's what the Lord is. That's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for the Lord to rise up against these damn devils, man. Right. And it's almost here, man. We almost weak. The Lord is knocking, man, and the door is about to get closed. Okay, that door of repentance is about to get closed, man. Go ahead.
For my determination is to gather the nations.
Yep. Well, that's what the Lord is doing. What you going to do? Okay, come on. Yeah, go ahead.
Salakia, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation.
Yeah, that's why you're seeing so much tensions happening around the earth. You know, over these militaries. You know, the different nations coming up against each other, and oh, well, no, y'all got to get out of here. No, you get out of here. That's because the Lord is gathering, preparing these nations, man, to go to war, World War III.
Yeah, that's those wars and rumors of wars. There's actual wars taking place right now. You just don't hear. They don't put it on the mainstream media, but there's wars. India, Pakistan, you know, African countries with each other. Now you got the Greek and Turkey. You know, you got non-stop war out there in the old Soviet countries. You know.
Yep.
And then it's ultimately going to end up making its way to the Middle East. The sides are being taken right now. The sand and the line has been drawn, and you got to get on this side. You got to get on that side. You know, there ain't gonna be three powers. You know, in World War III. You know, you had the Axis. You had in World War II, it was what, the Allies and the Axis powers. But it's gonna be the same thing again, man. Which ultimately it's all BS. But you know, the bankers, they're the ones funding it. Just you know, they got to make two teams. You know, so to say, to sell the story.
You Pepsi in your coat.
Yep.
That was it on that?
It's a little bit more.
Okay, go ahead.
Salakia. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger.
You know, the Lord's righteous anger. That's what the Lord's going to pour out on these people. That's that indignation. Okay, go ahead.
For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
They shall be devoured by that fire, man. Okay? Barak, you still have that precept?
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother. See, the Lord is getting ready to bring judgment here upon the earth, man. You know, it's hey, man. If you still don't believe that the Lord is that we living in the last days and that the Lord is going to bring destruction upon this place, man, then death to you and the hell with you. Yeah. Get out of here, you know.
All right, Revelation chapter 18, verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day,
There you go.
death in the morning, and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire.
Yep.
For strong is the Lord Yahweh Bashin Yahushua, who judges her.
Yeah, that's right, man, and that's what's coming, man. In one day, 1 hour. Okay, the scriptures talk about that it's been prepared for an hour, a day, a month, a year, man. There's a specific time that this judgment is going to come upon the earth, man. And if you ain't ready for it, if you ain't been preparing yourself through the Spirit, then hey, there ain't nothing left to be said. But then, sayonara, man. And that's it.
See you on the other side.
Yeah.
I got a quick reset to back you up. I'm looking at this bonus. This said also to the people, when you see a cloud rise out of the west, straightway you say, there cometh a shower, and so it is. And when you see the south wind blow, you say, there will be heat, and it cometh to pass. Ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky and of the earth, but how is it that ye do not discern this time?
Yeah, so you can tell that, like right now, we can tell there's a little storm coming through. It's about to rain here because you got the wind blowing, so that you can, you know, the
Got
front.
the west wind coming in.
You got the front coming in, you know, so that, and we can see that it's cloudy. We can see that it's gonna rain, but the same people that look up at the clouds and see this, they can't discern the times that we living in. Like, come on, man, is it that hard to tell that the end is here? Is it that hard? Because this thing is so those that have the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, this is not something that we double think of. But there ain't no thought in our mind like, man, is it really the end? No, this is the end, man. You know, and destruction is coming to these heathens, man. And Jake, the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, we're gonna be on top here real soon, man. We're gonna be the rulers of this planet under Yahushai, man. Okay.
It's the book of Isaiah 42, verse 19. Who is blind but my servant, or deaf as my messenger that I sent? Who is blind as he that is perfect, and blind as Yahweh's servant, seeing many things, but thou observest not.
Like the brother was going into. You can see that it's getting ready, the storm is coming in, right? But you can't see the prophecies, man. You can't see that World War III is brewing up. You can't see that the food shortages, okay? You can't see the uproars of the people. You can't see the anxiety, all right? You can't see the people losing their patience, man, all right? You can't measure the time diligently in itself, but you can tell it's getting ready to storm, rain, man. That's why the Lord said, ye hypocrites, man. You see? Because you have to be, that's why the Lord said, blessed are they eyes that they have not seen but believe. You have to have a spiritual eye for this thing, man. So that's why Scripture say, who is blind with my servant, man? Jacob, bro. You see? Go ahead.
Opening the ears, but he heareth not.
Opening the ears, but he heareth not. Do not Yahushua said, blessed is he that have an ear. He that have an ear, let him hear. So what are you supposed to be hearing? The prophecies, man. All right, hearing the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua speak. All right, Scripture say the Romans the 10th chapter. Okay, how can they know without a teacher, man? So you have to be taught this too, man. And that's the beauty of order. Starting with our elders apostles, great millstone, man. You see? Go ahead. Let's look at order.
Isaiah 42 and 21. Yahweh is well pleased for his righteousness' sake. He will magnify the law and make it honorable. Verse 22.
That's the elect. The Lord is going to magnify the law. All right? Why? Because the brothers who was keeping the law by faith, all right, keeping the law of faith, man, the Lord is going to grant you that salvation, that joy that you want, man. A way to escape, man. You see? Yeah, they're coming. 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 7. And to you who are troubled, 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, I'm starting verse 6. Second Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
You see, so that's what's getting ready to happen, man. The Lord is going to bring judgment upon those that trouble us through Yahushai. There was not Yahushai crucified by 2/3. They say crucify him, let his blood be upon us and our children. So they troubled Yahushai, so the Lord is going to send Yahushai to trouble these people. And not only that, but you had the centurions who poked him, you know, stabbed him up, put him on the crucifix, you know, the cross, whipped him. Okay, so the Lord is going to bring trouble to them. Okay, starting with Yahushai.
He asked for thirsty, they gave him vinegar.
Yep.
All right, and that's why in Revelation,
we just pissed.
Yeah, and that's why in Revelation says, all eyes shall see, even them that pierced him, man. The Lord, vengeance is in his heart, man.
And that's one of the worst things, really, the worst things that happened to us was after Yahushua. Because we went off, we couldn't keep the law, so the Lord punished us for it. And then he sent a Savior to live perfectly, to cleanse our blood, and then they still rejected him. So then that's when we went through slavery. You know, now Jacob's trouble's coming. So the worst things happened to us as a people after Yahushua was rejected. You know, because we came to fulfill the law, right? You know, knowing that Israel couldn't, and he got rejected, so now he doubled the ass whooping for Israel. You know.
Verse 7, 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 7. And to you who are troubled, rest with us. When Yahweh shine.
Those that are troubled, rest with us, man. This is the good news that we're spreading. You know, there is a rest that's coming out to the nation of Israel, man. Starting with the, Yahushua, the elect on down, man. King David, okay? There's a rest coming, so rest with us, man. Those of you that are troubled, man. Okay, go ahead.
When the Lord Yahushua shall be revealed from heaven.
Yep, and that's what the book of Revelation, when you go into the etymology of the word, it means to reveal. Okay, so that's what the book of Revelation is talking about. Because what does it start off with? In chapter 1, it tells you what Yahushua it looks like, man. And it tells you, behold, he cometh with the clouds, man. And every eye shall see him. Okay, go ahead.
With his mighty angels.
Yep, there you go.
Verse 8, in flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High.
Yeah, that's comforting, man. To know that all these things that we're having to deal with, man, all this bullshit, having Esau, make our lives a miserable hell at work, knowing that Yahushua is coming back to redeem us, man, is a beautiful thing, man, and that should put you at ease, man. That should make your day, hey, fuck it, can't nothing throw me off, you know. I'm in the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Shai. I know Yahushua is coming back to redeem me, man. Okay, go ahead.
And that obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power, when he shall come to be glorified in his saints and to be admired in all them that believe.
When we see them chariots come and we see Yahushua, we're going to be giving all praises and glory unto Yahweh Shemi Shai, man.
I got a quick precept for you. It's 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 8. 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 8. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto them also that love his appearing.
So that's what's going to be given unto us by Yahushua, man. Those that believe, Lord's will, we be those men.
And love his appearing. Because only the elect's going to love his appearing. The rest of the world's going to be in complete fear. They're going to be like, we're called 911. Like that, Jake. You know? Shoot that down.
Shoot that down. Y'all got to shoot that.
Where's John?
Well, they hated Yahushua back in the day, too, when he was walking the earth, so they're going to still hate him.
It says a little bit more. It says, because our testimony among you was believed in that day. You know, so that's why the scriptures say in the book of Sirach, the 33rd chapter, we labor not for ourselves, but for all them that seek learning, man. All right, and what Yahushua said in John the 17th chapter, all right, those that believe on me through their word, man. See, so this word has to be in you. This belief has to be already installed in you, man, so that when you hear it, it's going to register. All right, and that's going to be the great fluctuation of the 1/3, man, in these last days that we're coming into, man. You know?
That's right. You know, with that, next brother come up.
Yeah, what's going on with the brothers was just saying, man, that faith, you got to be born with it, man. All right, faith is a gift from the Most High. And it had to be in you already for it to be able to, be drawn out. Go ahead, what do you already got? Going back to the time.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
On the time. What time is it, man? It's the time of the end. All right, these are the last days. The time of Jacob's troubles is at hand. It's already started. It's just only going to get worse, just because people still able to go out to the grocery stores and, go for the walk on the beach don't mean nothing, man. Because the Americans they're ignorant as hell. So it's going to have to be to a troop kicks the door down for them to know what the hell's going on. So for our people, it's time to wake the hell up. Because if not, you're going to be destroyed in your ignorance. Because even if you don't know the truth, you're still going to die. But you just won't get as many stripes as Luke chapter 12 says.
Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise, ye, and depart.
What are we departing from, man? This society, man. This the philosophies, the way of life here in America, all right? The morality, which is nothing. You know, they don't have morals in this place. So what do? We come up out of this spiritually, all right?
Because, for this is not your rest.
Because this ain't our rest. As the brother read earlier, man, come rest with us. We come and rest in this truth, man. Right now, we resting in the Lord, in His Word, comforting each other with His Word. But this ain't our rest. America ain't our rest. Even if you have a good time, you really ain't having a good time because you're still being oppressed. You know, you just might forget for a couple minutes. You know, the only time we having fun is with brothers. And then what? At the end of the night, go back to hell. You know, back to reality. Go ahead.
Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction.
That's right. This place is polluted, man. And that sword destruction is going to be them nukes, if you even make it that far. So that's why we're telling our people to wake up. You know, come out here on the highways and byways, whether they want to listen or not, or they just want to walk by, click off the videos, or you know, mock and scoff. That's not up. You know, that's not our you know, that's not our issue. You know, that's a personal issue. Yep, well, let me finish this real quick.
Back in Romans 11, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
That's right, man. So now our salvation is nearer than when we believe, man. All right? We've been believing for a long time, man. All the generations of our reincarnation, all right? When Yahushua was in the scene, when Paul wrote this, you know, now our salvation's at hand, man. It's only a matter of Lord's will, months, weeks, all right, before the Lord makes His return. That was it on that? Okay, read the next one.
Verse 12, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness.
That's right, man. Hey, the day is at hand, so what are we supposed to do? Cast off the works of darkness, which is what? Coming up out of this place, man. You know, spiritually. You know, we're not telling you to go buy an international ticket to go fly to a country that you think might not get hit by a nuke. You know, you think. First of all, you got to ask permission to leave. You got to go get a passport. Then you got to buy a ticket. Then they got to screen you at the airport. And if they see it fit, they'll tell you you can't get on the plane. You know? Go ahead.
And let us put on the armor of light.
Yeah, put on the armor of light, which is what? It's truth. All right? The righteousness of Yahushua, man. Oh, okay. Yeah, so, you know, it's that time to wake up, man, for our people, man. You know, because, hey, judgment is at hand. And it's only going to continue to get worse and worse. Hey, because this is the day, man. They say the night is spent, and today, and now is the day. Well, that day is the time of Jacob's trouble, man. That day of trouble. All right, the day of wrath. All right, the Lord ain't coming back to hand out high fives and pat you on the back, tell you it's gonna be all right. If the Lord visits you personally, you best believe He's gonna most likely you ain't gonna make it out of that scenario. You're gonna lose your head.
Here it is. Moses couldn't even behold the glory of the Heavenly Father. But somebody else, some regular Joe Schmo's gonna behold, you know, the glory of the Heavenly Father.
This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
That's right, man. The time of Jacob's trouble. So what? It's going to be, you know, all-out chaos everywhere, and it's specifically designed for the 2/3 of our people, man, to be destroyed, to get their final punishment before they enter into the kingdom, man. But what? They got to learn the hard way. All right, they're going to continue to get shot in the streets, all right, by our oppressor. Our people are going to continue to be oppressed. Systematic racism. All right. There's no winning in this society for our people, even if they make it to the you know, elite level of sports or entertainment. They still being oppressed, man. They still do some wicked shit. They still die of colon cancer. You know, so there ain't no winning in this society. This place it destroys you mentally, right? Physically. There's no winning in this place. Dude died. I'm sure he was in great shape. Died at 42 years old. What the heck? Your grandmother, they had to amputate their feet. You know, your uncle's dying of lung cancer. They had to put a hole in his throat so he can breathe. This place this ain't rest. This ain't life. This is hell, man. Everything about this place is contrary to the Lord. So by default, it's going to be death. All right? And then they promote wickedness. They promote sinning. And what are the wages of sin? Death. So that's why our people are in the condition they are in. But they continue to eat up the philosophies of this place, man. They're drunk as hell off of this wine.
Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people.
That's right. So one of the archangels is going to have to stand to defend us, man. The elect. All right, because when the brother read in Jeremiah 30 said that he shall be saved out of it, talking about the elect of the nation of Israel. All right, the 1/3 beginning with the elect. All right, the 144,000 and the ones that are going to believe on Yahweh Bashim Yahshai through them. That's who the angel's going to be giving command to guard, all right, to defend. And it's going to be headed by one of the chief angels, man. But what? Each brother got their own personal bodyguards, man. So to say, spiritual bodyguards. Go ahead.
Reading on, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time.
Yeah, a time like trouble, man. And there's been some horrible atrocities done on this earth. The earth flooded, killed everybody, said 8 souls. All right, slavery for our people, you know, all kind of atrocities, man. And that's nothing compared to what's going to happen, you know. Hey, like I said, World War I, World War II, well, guess what? You got World War III that's going to be happening in the time of Jacob's trouble. A lot of these Jake's going to die over there in the Middle East. Get drafted, or they're probably already signed up. They're going to get sent over there and die over there. They ain't coming back, all right? And the ones that are still over there, they'll never see America again. Because they're going to die over there and this place is going to be destroyed. So they ain't coming back. They're not going to, you know how they no soldier left behind. They'll pick the dead guy up, carry him to the plane, and the nigga's dead. Leave him there. Just take his chain, you know. But no, they want to give him a proper funeral so they can ship him home with the flag, fold the flag, blow some trumpets. Yeah. So sorry to inform you, your son's dead. But no, that ain't gonna happen. They're gonna die over there, man. They're gonna become part of the land.
Yep, and fell to the air. They're gonna eat them.
Yep.
Go ahead, keep saying over.
And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
That's right, man. So what are the angels gonna have to defend us from, man? How Esau's about to come down with great wrath, man. You got that? You got that?
Yeah. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 59, verse 19. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west. This is Isaiah 59 and verse 19. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him.
So that's going to be that standard lifted up, man. To what? To defend us, man. Because what? Esau going to come in like a flood, you know, knowing that he has but a short time, coming with great wrath. So he's got to, the Lord, it has to be a divine intervention for us to be saved, man. Because Esau's about to go guns blazing out, man. He going out with guns blazing, you know. So what? The Lord has to defend us because this man got weapons, you know, that he hadn't even shown you yet. You know, he give you a glimpse in these movies. And he got laser cannons and, you know, sound wave, you know, acoustic weapons, you know. And they've been testing it for years, man, in their submarine technology, driving whales crazy and shit. The dolphins killing themselves because they're sick of it. The ocean's polluted, and then all they're hearing is those sonars. You know, that's how they communicate, man. That's why you see bats sometimes going crazy, don't know where to go because how do they work? They work off you know, the echo sonar type shit, you know. Yep. So you know, all that frequency in the air is bugging them out. You know? And even birds, they'll usually too. They'll sing usually to the vibration, and you'll hear them sometimes just going crazy. A bunch of birds just going crazy. And that's because some super wicked vibration is in the air, man.
It's screwing up we call it migration patterns.
Yep.
You know, cats don't know where to go.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
That was probably Yep. So hey, man, the Lord's going to bring great judgment, man, and it's going to be everywhere on the streets of America. All right, this ain't going to be the greatest place on earth no more. It isn't right now. Shit, America ain't going to be great. It never was great. You got something?
Matthew 24:21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time. No ever shall be.
Yeah, so nothing's even comparable to it. That's even coming into the future. All right? And the Lord's going to allow us to exterminate a whole race. That's not even going to be compared to what's going to come in this time, man. All right? You're going to see real demons. You know, your worst nightmares are going to come to life, man. Apparitions, you know, the Lord could just block or just make it pitch dark out here, man, like he did in ancient Egypt. Block out the sun for 3 days. Who knows? It's gonna be some traumatic times for people out here, man. You're gonna be bugging the hell out, and you can't prepare for it. You can go all the boot camps you want, do as many push-ups and pull-ups, and do all these SWAT team drills. But when that time comes, nothing has prepared you for it because what are you using to compare it to? You know, you can't compare it to nothing. So therefore you can't prepare for it because it's never happened. The only way to prepare for it is spiritually, coming back to the Lord, seeking the Lord, making sure that the knowledge and wisdom is going to be enough. You know, build it up enough to get you through these last times. Make sure your faith is on par, all right, where it needs to be. Because if not, man, you're just going to die in your unbelief. Because you're going to really need faith to believe in these miracles that are about to begin happening, man. Like your brother read, the standard is going to be when the Lord fully turns us up, man. All right, when we just literally just walking on faith, man. Guiding, the Spirit is going to guide us everywhere we go. The power is going to be in our court. The ball is going to be in our court, man. That's why the Isaiah 4:1 says the women are going to come to us. Because what? We're going to be good. The Spirit's going to have us in a right state of mind while everybody else is bugging out, looking for answers. The scripture says there shall be a cry for wine in the streets. You know, they're going to be looking for the truth. But what? They're going to find that salt water, man. That dirty water. You know? That sewer water. Instead of the truth. Because soon the Lord is gonna remove us, man, from being easily found. We're not gonna be that easily found anymore, man. You're not just gonna be able to hit us up on the comment board. Hey, what days you brothers going at? You might not even have internet when this shit hits the fan, man.
22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
There won't even be animals to save if the Lord didn't shorten the days for the elect's sake, man. You know, because this man will destroy the earth, man. Literally. I mean, really, that's what he wants to do. Why do you think he's trying to make it to Mars? Because he knows the earth, if he was to continue to rule it, it would come to a screeching halt. It would be desolate wilderness everywhere. There would be no plants growing. They show you that in some of these futuristic movies. Oh, like the old Planet of the Apes, the old one. They thought they was on a distant planet because it was nothing but desert. You know, they had a couple of trees here and there, but what? The Beast Man had this. He made Cornelius say he'll make a desolate wilderness out of your whole thing. You know, this man, he'll destroy everything. He destroys the air he has to breathe. He destroys the water he drinks. All right, or his people have to drink anyway, because he don't drink the water we drink. Shit. But you know, there would be nothing left to save, man. That's why, you know, for the elect's sake, the days have been shortened. And again, the days are being shortened by way of the prophecies coming quicker. You know, it's not like we're gonna be living in 2-hour days. You know, a three day week. You know, no, it's just the prophecies are here, man. And they're speaking loud and clear. And it's going to continue to get shorter and shorter. The time span, we have to wait for the next prophecy to come. You know, this is going to be back. You might have 3 prophecies in one day. Like what, Wednesday, there was a lot happening, man. Niggas getting shot, protests happening, hurricane hitting. That's just what they showing you on the mainstream media. So there, who knows what else is going on? You know, probably all kind of plagues going on around the world.
Going into this is Isaiah chapter 14. I'll read verse 9. I'm gonna jump over to a different verse. This is Isaiah 14 and verse 9. It says, "Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. And it raised up from their thrones all the kings, all the nations." Like the brother was going into, you know, this is the one who's destroying the whole earth, man. Going into regime change and going into all these different nations and how you say, stirring up propaganda and overthrowing the governments and destabilizing these nations, man. This is Esau, man. All right.
Who's the one that dropped the only nuclear powered bombs or atomic powered bombs? Esau. Who's the one that does chemtrails? Esau. Who's the one that cuts whole forces down? Esau. It's a miracle that the Amazon's not cut down by now, or the Congo jungle.
Or set on fire.
Yeah, or set on fire. Yep. Who poisons the water? Tells you that your water is dirty, so we got to put calcium and fluoride and all kinds of shit in it. And then that same water, he'll supposedly clean it and feed it right back to you with all the feces in it. All the tampons that was flushed down the toilet, that's when you shower in it. Unfortunately, that's the scenario that we live in, man.
Hey, let me jump down real quick because the things we was just saying, right? This is same chapter, Isaiah 14, now verse 16 and 17. "They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake the kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of the prisoners?"
Yeah, this is the man right here. These elites right here, these decrepit old devils, man. That's just some of them, of course. Make sure the brothers see them too. You know, this is the people that run the world, man. Somebody that, you know, damn well they couldn't take none of us. You know, yeah, not one of those men on that sign could take any of us. But here it is, they ruling the world.
Hey, I was actually breaking this down to somebody the other day. You know, it's like, I was talking to another Jake, and I was like, "Yo, man, you know how Jake is. Regular Jake will see somebody like, man, this nigga can't beat me, man. Let's throw hands, he can't beat me." But that's how Jake understanding they operate. And I was like, but Jake don't realize how many what type of weapons they're using against you, man. Your food is a weapon, man. The air is a weapon, man. The television is a weapon, man. Your woman is a weapon, man. Everything around you is a weapon, destroying you all day long. You don't think, oh, man, I can fight these little niggas, man. These niggas ain't shit, man. That nigga won't, I'll slap the shit out of him. But you don't realize he's already decimating you right now. You don't even know who you are. You don't even know who your enemy is, man. You look past one of these guys on the street, you will probably see him in the car or whatever, whatnot. In a busted ass Toyota or something like, is this the nigga that run everything? Is this the nigga with all the money? Where his drip at, man?
Yeah, he's not walking around with an entourage like Jake do.
Right.
You know, like whether he got 50 dudes with him. Nah, this guy, like you say, he probably was riding around in a 98 Camry.
Right.
Not realistically, but realistically they get chaperoned around. But nonetheless, you'll never see them. And if he was just to walk right past us, we wouldn't know that was an elite.
Right.
This dude just, you know, because they're not stupid, you know. They didn't get to that. Of course, it was the Most High, but you know they didn't stay rich this long by just flaunting
And exposing who they are and stuff like
that's
that.
their power, the secrecy.
Yeah.
If you don't know who to go for, then how the hell are you going to overcome them? What people go protesting in the streets? Look, the people that you're protesting against, the police, the mayor, even the president, they had nothing to do with what's going on in the world. And they ain't going to change a damn thing about it either, even if they wanted to.
Well, yeah. Let me continue on verse 16. It says, They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake the kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of the prisoners?
You know, man. The #1 prisoners are in America, man. And just overall, you know, around the whole world, they ain't let none of the Israelites go, man. We still in subjection under everybody in the world, man. You know, and then he making the whole earth a wilderness. Again, he going around destroying everything, man. You know.
I was watching a documentary or a docu-series on Netflix. I think it's called Our Planet, and they were showing the whole coral reefs and everything. How the coral reefs are bleaching, and then after so long that they bleach themselves, they end up dying, man. And that's happening around the four corners of the earth because of what Esau is doing to the earth. You know.
Look at the fish in the Gulf. We were talking about it up there in Baltimore. They were talking. The brothers were saying that you could get. We were explaining the Gulf spell to them, and the brothers say, "Man, you can go to the store now and get Gulf shrimp. Yeah, jumbo Gulf shrimp. That's oh man, and that's at the bottom. So that's where all the oil went.
That's where the oil sediment is.
All right, go ahead and read that. Read that, and then a couple other guys.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, starting at verse 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away.
The earth itself is mourning, man, because the earth is a living organism. It breathes out. You know, it breathes in and breathes out. The trees are like its lungs, man. You know, if you look at X-ray or images of your lungs, it'll have like the veins and shit. It'll look kind of like the branches. Yeah. Yep.
And the roots going down to
the roots. Yep. So you know, the earth is a living creature, man, or organism, so to say. Yep. It moves. You know, it got blood, the oil. You know.
All the food that you eat, you know, for the most part, it all comes from the earth, man. Whether it be the vegetation or it be the animals that eat off the same earth. The earth is producing this here food, live food for you to sit there and eat, man.
Like Mufasa says, the circle of life, man.
Right.
If the gazelle eat the grass, we eat the gazelle, and so on and so forth, man. The bone, the carcass, nourishes the earth.
Yeah,
fertilizes it. Yep. You know, so you know, the earth actually moves, man. But what? Of course it's mourning. Even as our scriptures say, even the trees are going to rejoice. You know.
That's how Esau is destroying the majority of the ecosystem with the animals and stuff. Because if you like say for fishing, you know, you brothers are going into the whole chain, circle of life. If you go fishing just one specific type of fish, you're disrupting that chain. So if that fish, whatever he's supposed to be eating to keep that cycle going, if you're doing that, that means there's going to be more abundant of something else.
And balance in the ecosystem.
Yeah, and then everything's out of balance.
It's better just now.
Yep. Like the anaconda they brought to the Everglades. Yep. It's not indigenous, so it's fucking shit up. Let's get that real quick and then get
This is Isaiah 14 and reading verse 7 and 8. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir tree rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow has come up against us.
So when Esau gets taken to power, man, ain't nobody gonna be cutting trees for fun. I mean, the trees are gonna be cut because we need, you know, to build stuff up. But Esau just cuts it just to cut it, man. He'll cut a whole field down and then plant trees. Make mulch.
In the law, is certain trees the Lord have for us to cut down and use for building. So you ain't supposed to cut down every tree.
Cut down.
Cedar.
Yeah, you're supposed to use a tree that you can build with.
Yeah.
And you're not finna build a house with palm trees.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So Jeremiah 12 in verse 4, Jeremiah 12 and 4. How long shall the land mourn, and the herbs of every field wither, for the wickedness of them that dwell therein?
That's why you go to certain places on the earth, and it's supposed to be like in the Middle East. That's supposed to be one. They used to call it the Fertile Crescent. Why? Because it was very fertile. You think when King David and King Solomon was ruling, they had to import trees or everything pretty much, because they did import the cedar from Lebanon, but because that's the best wood. But they didn't have to import everything. They got to import palm trees to Israel now. No, man, it's a desert out there. That's supposed to be it's supposed to be like a tropical place almost, you know, like the rest of the Mediterranean places, you know.
That's supposed to be the garden.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. That's supposed to be the most fertile place on the earth.
Like you look at Las Vegas, you know, that's a big ass desert, but they import mad, you know, palm trees and all types of, you know, luscious grass and that, yeah, you know, underground irrigation. You know, they make it seem like it's a paradise, but it's a fraud, you know. But over there, that's what it's supposed to be like that. The Lord, you know, did it down.
It's because that's in the Mediterranean, man. And you go to anywhere else in the Mediterranean, even Morocco, you know, certain parts of Libya, you know, they're nice ass spots out there, and they're right in the same level, you know, latitude or whatever they call it, you know. You got more on that?
Yeah, finish up 4. Jeremiah 12 and 4. How long shall the land mourn, and the herbs of every field wither for the wickedness of them that dwell therein. The beasts are consumed and the birds.
Yeah, even the animals, man, because when they clearing down them forests, man, they take animals with them. Them big old machines just plowing through the trees. Esau don't have no pity on them animals. And then the ones that make it out of there, now they're invading the cities. Now you got animal control coming to kill them. You know, people putting poison in their trash.
Bear traps.
Yeah, bear traps. Everything needs to be saved, man. Go ahead.
The beasts are consumed and the birds, because they said, he shall not see our last end.
And then Esau got a thing called game hunting. They kill animals for fun, put his head on the wall. Same thing with birds, you know. So finish that off, and then brothers have a couple of precepts.
This is the book of Isaiah 24, verse 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish.
Because look, even these proud ass Americans, haughty looks, they're still languishing themselves, man. Oh my God, what's going on? We need to save the world, save the whales, save the cougars. Nobody wants to save the niggas in Spix, so save everything but us, man. Save the playground, save the come on, man. Everybody wants to save everything but us. That's what that goes to show you who needs a savior. The Israelites, man, the true Israelites. Go ahead, though.
Verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
And blame goes to Esau, but what? He's creating a society of imbeciles. So everybody follows after him. As the scripture says, the king is to order people. Well, look, Esau's an asshole to the earth, so everybody else is an asshole to the earth. You driving down the road, you see nothing but trash on the side. They got a floating island of trash in the ocean. You know, you got fish, or turtles that get stuck in the 6-pack thing, you know. They're all deformed and shit now.
Straw in the turtle's nose. And
Yeah, straw, and save the turtles. Use the paper straw. But yeah.
Just figure that out now.
Yeah, now, that's still going to dissolve in the water.
Yeah, right?
How about just don't throw it into damn water? They got landfills, which, you know, I forgot what's the word of it. It starts with a G. There was an actual Gehenna. Yeah, Gehenna is an actual, it's like a landfill. You know, and Israel would burn their trash in there. But you're not supposed to have landfills everywhere, and then you just put a layer of grass over it and just start building homes over it. That's a satanic shit right there, man.
Hey, I was hearing something about the landfills. That they stopped really doing a lot of recycling and stuff like that because it's just costing them too much money. So they just basically taking trash to the landfills.
Leave it there.
Well, no, they ship it out to other countries because it's costing them more money to
ship the trash to other countries.
They're starting to ship it to other countries.
And the other countries use it for energy or some shit.
Yeah.
Some of them do that.
But a lot of the countries not trying to take it in trash right now. So it's like piling up over here, man. So it's like they're not burying it, they're not burning it. They like, we're not taking y'all trash no more. So a lot of times they take it to recycle and everything like that. But it actually get back to the spot, they just throwing it all back together anyway. Just say, fuck it, man.
And that was money it cost to ship a whole bunch of trash all across.
They send them on barges and shit.
Yeah.
Or they'll just dump them in the ocean now.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it, just throw it in the ocean.
Nobody's gonna see them out there. So
Yeah. That was it on that? Okay, go ahead.
Verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, broken the everlasting covenant.
So what? Nobody follows the laws of the land, all right? Because the scripture tell you how you're supposed to deal with the earth, how you're supposed to deal with animals. The scripture, and Sirach tells you a righteous man have care for his beasts. There's also fucking house a million pigs in a warehouse, or cows or whatever. Chickens never walk a day in their life. That's crazy, man. Yeah, that's not realistic, man. Well, that's the problem though, because what they don't have enough fruit. If you used to eat fruits and vegetables, you know, that's how your diet's supposed to really be. Mostly that, you know, and occasionally eat some meat. But what it's opposite in the world, you know. That's why they have to mass produce chicken. Think about it. How many chicken wings are eaten every day in America? Just in the black community.
They're gonna be thrown away at the end of the day like Publix.
That's your mom's house.
So how many chickens do they gotta kill Only 2 wings on the chicken. So how many chickens did they kill to feed all these people, man? Jeez.
Hey, and a lot of those chickens, they go from like an egg to your plate in like 27 days, man. That's an abomination.
Never
Listen,
gonna walk a day in this life.
Yeah, the chickens they grow up so fast that their bones in their legs snap because there's too much.
That's why
weight.
when you eat a chicken wing and it fucking bones, son, what the fuck? They beat this chicken or something? No, he just born.
already broke.
Yes, they do that too. They be kicking the chickens when they're walking through, and that's
throwing them on the ground.
They terrorize the chicken, so that makes the meat not good quality because it's stressed out.
So that vibration get put on you, man.
Yeah.
You got stressed out meal.
Trying to get that adrenochrome out the chicken. Terrorizing it. Man, Esau's a devil, man. That was it on that? Kind of. You had something?
Revelations chapter 6, verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given unto him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
That's right. And that's Esau, man. That red horse. And who's the one that's taking peace from the earth? Matter of fact, get that in Matthew chapter 1.
You got Black Lives Matter protests talking about no justice, no peace, but who's taking away your peace and justice?
Come on, man. The man that take peace from the earth, you think he's gonna restore peace?
Yeah.
This man don't know what peace is. Finish that off. Or that was just that verse.
And that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
Yeah, and that's why World War I, World War II, who was it fight? It wasn't. They weren't fighting Africans. They didn't go to Africa, invade Africa. They were fighting in Europe. You know, they're fighting each other. That's not, Esau, this ain't nothing new. Esau been fighting each other since they came into power. You know, going back to the time of Alexander the Great, or the Greek.
I was gonna say on that, if we're gonna read verse 8, we're just talking about with the food and everything. Revelation 6 and 8. You want to say?
It says, and I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed him. And power was given unto him, them all over the 4 parts of the earth, to kill with sword, and with hunger, and with death.
And that's what the time we're coming in. Okay, that's gonna be these last days. That's what we're giving them authority to that horse or that power. We'll read that again, the verse, the 8th or whatever it is. Next verse, whatever it is.
It says, with death and with the beast of the earth.
Read the red horse again, Slot.
It says, Revelation chapter 6, verse 4, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given unto him that sat therein, and took peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword.
There you go. So he took peace on earth, and that started when he came in, when Esau first came into power. All right, go ahead. Get to the point.
This is 1 Maccabees chapter 1, verse 9. Let me start at verse 7. It says, so Alexander reigned 12 years and then died, and his servants bare rule every one in his place.
This is talking about Alexander the Great. Right? The conqueror of the known world at the time. Right?
It says, verse 9, and after his death, they all, let me go back to 8. And his servants bare rule every one in his place, and after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves, so to their sons after them many years, and evils was multiplied in the earth.
Okay, so after Alexander died and his generals took over, that's when evil was multiplied on the earth. That's when peace was taken from the earth, man. And they started his onslaught of just slaughtering everything in sight. Then after they fell, after the Greek Empire fell, the Romans came into power, the Edomites. What they do? Bring the hammer down. Now and they went down for a season, 1,000 years, came back, and now what are they doing again? They're taking peace from the earth. Since America's been in rule, how many, what? I forgot what, how many years, 200 something years out of the 300, or whatever?
Yeah, 223 or 30 something out of 270, 76.
So only 30 years has been not war, you know, since America's been established.
It's not like you could call the other few years peace.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. That's why I said not war, they weren't having war. So, but they were having internal wars, though.
Yeah. It was an official war, but yeah.
They were slaughtering the indigenous people. You know? But what? You know, the peace has been taken from this devil has taken the peace from the earth, man.
214 years in war and 21 at peace. So even less.
that's what this man does, man. He just goes around taking peace from the earth. All right, and then he'll be the one to tell you that we gotta bring peace. But he's the one that's taking it from the earth. You gotta find a resolution and bring stability. Man, you're the one that unstabilized it. You know?
That's it, 14.
You got something? Oh, you had something?
No,
That was it. Go ahead.
This is going back to that red horse in Revelation. This is Genesis 27 and verse straight to the point, verse 40. This is Isaac blessing Esau. It says, "And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, thou shalt break his yoke off of thy neck."
So that's what was given to the red horse, a sword. Same thing that was given unto Esau, the red man, was the sword. His blessing is the sword. That's how he conquered the earth. That's how he took peace from the earth. Because what? He used the sword to what? To destroy, all right, kill people. That's why he's called the son of perdition. Because with that sword, he just brings nothing but destruction around the whole earth, taking peace from everybody. It is a country to be all, semi-peaceful. They living good, living off the government, and here comes the red man, and now you got a war-torn country. You know, yeah, Iraq has been since before 2000s. Motherfuckers was doing alright. Now they're just living on the streets. Every morning they wake up, there's bombs going off, gunshots ringing in the distance, and that's coming to everything America has done to these other nations is coming to America. It's already begun. Because what is going on right now is an internal power struggle, among the people themselves. No, you far right, he's far left, liberals. It's all bullshit, to turn people against each other, And it's worked because that's how Esau works. He divides and conquers. What he does to the other nations, he stirs up these coups, implants certain agents in there, CIA agents, operatives, to gather up a couple of locals, for the cause, and then it's all downhill from there because they only need one. That's how all these groups have been formed here in America. They like Black Panthers. They only need one guy to start it. And as soon as they get a bunch of morons on board, then they start getting more people. And then look, that guy falls back. You don't even know. You never hear about him again. But now it's all Black Lives Matter movement. Wait a minute. It was the CIA agent that started it. It's still being funded by probably George Soros or somebody else behind the curtains. But that's how Esau works, man. Subtle. He's crafty. You got something?
Verse 26 and 25. When he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart.
Yep. So, because he'll get on the TV and sound, oh, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. We're going to bring priests, and he'll give you them smooth words to fool you, make you feel good words. But what? There's 7. What's to say? Brother going to grab it in his heart with smooth words, because that's what he's saying, man. Read that again, Baba Show.
Verse 26 and 25. When he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart.
That's right, man. He's trying to comfort you so he can get close to you, man. You can only stab somebody in the kidney or in the back when you're closer to them. That's why they say keep your friends closer, your enemies closer. Yeah. Esau has mastered that craft, man. He's the master of disaster, and he knows how to be subtle. That's going back to the serpent in the garden. You got it?
I got it.
Got it?
Yep. This is Psalms 55, verse 20 and 21. He had put forth his hands against such as were at peace with him. He had broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Going back to the Native Americans, all right, and the indigenous people on the islands. Native, and when I say Native Americans, I mean America, Central America, South America. All right. He was supposedly at peace with them. Came with, oh yeah, we got gifts, you got gifts. They made treaties with the natives in America. Didn't keep not one of them. Go ahead.
Psalms 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
That's right, man. So he'll talk smooth, talk fair, All right, but what? He trying to overthrow your ass, man. He trying to bring war onto your place, man. You know, and the other nations have caught on to it now. They finally caught on to it after years of his bullshit. You know, they finally realized, look, we can't talk to this man. This man's full of shit. No matter what he says, his agenda is contrary to it. You know. And then they use their media, all right, their witchcraft to fool all the people. Oh yeah, he's a good guy. America's the good guys. No man, America's the terrorists of the earth. All right. Well, first and foremost, Esau, but what? He uses America as his pawn, man. His chief city, so his headquarters. You know, that's why America has the greatest army, right? It did. You know, I mean, it still does. That's why nobody just comes over here right now. You know, but that time's coming, man. You know, you're not just going to shove America's military down under the carpet because, you know, there's a reason nobody's invaded America yet. You know, the Lord hasn't put the spirit on them, on these other nations to come in yet, because right now they'd be obliterated. But soon, when all hell's breaking loose and they're sending niggas to the Middle East, and they got the agents in the what do they say, the National Guard. Well, who they sent to the Kenosha?
Federal agents.
Federal agents and somebody else. National Guard.
National Guard, yeah.
So when them guys are getting overrun, you know, or having battles in the streets with the public, and then the military is being sent over there to the Middle East. But then now's the perfect time to invade America. They show you that in the movie Red Dawn, you know, a couple other movies. But that's gonna happen, man. That was it on that.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 12, starting at verse 2. They speak vanity, every one with his neighbor, with flattering lips, and with a double heart do they speak.
That's how Esau speaks, man, with a double heart. He says one thing, really he means something else. Or he'll say things in code words, so to say. Like, this last presidential, convention, whatever, for the Republicans, man, they were saying all kind of things in there, but like a code, you know. But if you're just clueless in the society, you don't know, oh yeah, cheering in the crowd and shit. You know, not knowing that he's pretty much telling you that you're going into martial law. He coming to beat your doors down, you know, showing you that civil war is on the rise. It's all symbolic. They'll show you signs, and then especially on the TV, man. We were watching that shit. That shit was crazy. And they'll flash it real quick, you know, and you don't even know what just happened. And then like 5 minutes later, they do it again. You see it was a glitch or something, yeah.
You know,
It's
but
like subliminal.
they be talking about they're gonna stop the violence, the inequality. How they gonna do that? They're gonna do that by bringing the military in and scaring the shit out of all the people.
That's why Trump keeps saying they're gonna bring law and order. He keeps saying, look,
Right,
the cops or the city, they don't know how to handle it. If it was up to me, I'd go in there with the but I can't. It's all bullshit, man. But what, he gonna bring the law and order, right? And troops, man, when they start beating people over there, wait till that vaccine, they finally say, oh, it's ready.
Man.
That's when he's gonna roll.
Yeah, it's over.
He ain't gonna care about what the governor is saying. The military is above what the governor of the state has to say. They gonna kick the governor in his mouth that he's trying to say something.
And he said it in that convention about the vaccine. He said it's going to come by the end of the year or even sooner.
Yep. November, I'm thinking, or as well. You know, get the thing stirred up.
Or around October, you know, that's the whole Halloween sacrifices they be doing. They gather up those kids.
That's why I say they probably do it right after that, and that's during the beginning of November. Yeah. Because that's gonna be October's gonna be a super satanic.
They're gonna have to get a lot of people to sacrifice so that, you know, Satan can be on their side.
Yeah, so brothers with kids, you know, brothers watch your kids, man.
Yep.
And they're gonna do some heavy sacrificing. You know, and the more righteous the soul is, the better for them. You know, especially for little kids, especially young boys, young men. Go ahead.
Verse 3. Yahweh shall cut off all flattering lips, and the tongue that speaketh proud things.
That's Esau Edom, man. With those proud lips, the tongue that, what does it say, the flattering lips?
Yeah, the flattering
lips. Man. When you flatter somebody, you're trying to get them to like you. You know, you're trying to win them over, so to say. And that's what Esau does, man, with them flattering lips. He'll make you think that he's really for you. But yeah, see, he's not too bad. Trump's not too bad. And then, you know, Biden's even worse, man. And shit, I was watching Red Dawn today, the newer one. And when the shit started to hit the fan, you know, they're playing different clips. And they show Biden as like he was the president. And it's an old movie. They're like 2014, they show him as he was the president. I forgot, what was he talking about? He was talking about North Korea or some shit. And it was like on CNN, and then they went to the next clip. I was like, man, it just so happened that he's running for president. And this is before Trump became, like, man, they showing something, man. I was like, Esau, man. But,
Hey, real quick though, it was a little radio ad on. It was Biden speaking. He was like, to make America great, to get back, like how they want to get it rolling and whatnot, they got to get control of the virus or whatever.
Wear masks.
Yeah, when they talking about the virus, or they talking about the people, man. They trying to get control of the people.
That's right. Because this is what COVID-19 was all about, the controlling the people.
Right.
Stay at home, work home, wear a mask, do this, can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Stay 6 feet back. Wait outside. Wait in line outside. And motherfuckers ate that shit up. Like, what that lady say to you in Baltimore?
Oh, yeah.
Get back.
Get back. You need to get back in the line. I'm just looking at her like, man.
Hey, it was a nigga woman, right?
Yeah,
It was a
yeah,
nigga
yeah.
woman. So these people actually believe this shit, man. You get too close to somebody, they freaking out, man.
And she had her mask on. I had my mask on because I had to be in the store, but I was just looking at her like, are you serious? Like, you bugging out right now. The chick at the register's like, looking at her like,
And the irony was she was parked right in front of us. So me and the brother waiting in the car, she comes out first. So like, I'm just looking at this bitch. She's like opening every door. I'm like, what? And then this brother comes back because she's still out there.
I'll stare.
Marked herself, man.
Yeah, she.
But you know, nonetheless, you see how Esau uses fools people, man. You know, this next wave is gonna be, he's gonna be 10 times stricter, man. They're gonna really enforce curfews. They're gonna really enforce 6 feet. And shit, it might be 10 feet next. You know, you gotta wear a mask, a whole helmet now. Right?
Australia,
I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe.
I gotta look. Y'all call it Australia?
Certain states, yeah, like Melbourne.
Oh, okay, good.
Not all.
Yeah, 'cause Australia is huge. That'd be a nice place to go. We got some nice earth scenery, but most of that shit's desert too.
Yeah, that's a big ass desert.
But yeah, man. That's what Esau's doing, man. He just that first wave, so to say, was a test run, you know, to see, all right, let's see how easy it's gonna be. Man, that shit was easy as hell for Esau. He didn't even have to force you to stay home. People was, and that's through fear. That's called terrorism. Really, terrorism. If somebody want to give the etymology of terrorism, you'll see that it's a government tactic, you know, to keep the control of the people. But go ahead and read that piece about
I
it.
just martial law.
Okay.
Jeremiah 5 and 6. Jeremiah 5, verse 6. It says, wherefore a lion out of the forest shall slay them, and a wolf of the evening shall spoil them. A leopard shall watch over their cities.
That's the troops, right? Because how their military design is. Leopard is known for being able to hide in the whatever area he's in. You know, he can blend in because of his attire. The same thing. Yeah. He had the head on him. But you know, that's how their military attire is designed to blend in. Because what, if they're in the jungle region or something, they'll wear the green ones, green camo. They're in the desert, they'll wear the desert camo. And then in Russia, they wear the white, you know,
snow.
so they can hide, you know. Snipers, them motherfuckers put bushes on them, and you know, because what, they're crafty, man. That's their blessings, you know. He was a man of the field. Remember, Esau's a man of the field.
Hey, just how you just said crafty, they said the leopard is the most wisest wild cat. Also true.
There you go. There you go. And then even in Revelation, it mentions the leopard too. You know. That would you have more?
Yeah, I'll just read through it. Jeremiah 5 and 6. Wherefore a lion out of the forest shall slay them, and a wolf of the evening shall spoil them. A leopard shall watch over their cities. Everyone that goeth out thence shall be torn in pieces.
That's gonna be when they start blocking off the cities. They're already doing it between state lines. Like, look, you can't come in here, or if you do, you gotta get quarantined 14 days. Soon they're just gonna block the borders. And Florida's gonna be the easiest state to do it in. Because we're a peninsula, so all they gotta do is block the line off. That's it.
Ain't going nowhere. And also, you know, good example of that precept was that one leopard that was let loose out there in Elam, tearing everybody's ass up. Yeah, they were scared, terrified. But that's a good example of what's going to happen.
That's what they're going to use, and that's coming through what? Through this COVID-19. The martial law is coming, and they're going to be justified in the sight of the people through COVID-19. Look, people aren't listening. They're out there on the beaches. They're spreading COVID, damn it. Now they're going to let the kids go back to school. They're going to blame the kids are spreading COVID. They're asymptomatic, and this. It's all bullshit, you know? Ultimately, what they want is everybody to stay home. That's why they're going to do virtual classes online. You can work at home online. You know, it's only going to be like when they were saying essential, they're going to really narrow that down to essential. And you're going to close the mom and pop shop. Ain't going to be no Tony's Pizza, right? Or ain't going to be no, some the bodega. You're going to have to go to Walmart and that's it. And you're going to have to prove that you ain't got the virus at the front door.
Hey, well, shit, they got the 2-day delivery now coming from Walmart, so your ass ain't really gonna go nowhere, man. They gonna be bringing everything to your house.
And you see how they already got the grocery store set up with put your right hand or your forehead on the thing to check your temperature.
You can get a massage,
All they're gonna take is just to add the chip in. Okay, now you cool. Now you just gotta swipe your right hand.
Digital certificate for the COVID. You know.
Now we know whether if you got the vaccine and who you are and where you at.
Real quick, it ain't like the brother's saying, it ain't gonna be no more jobs like, oh, I want to be this when I grow up, or I want to be that, or I want to do this. It's gonna be a damn factory. You know, you're gonna make bottles or something. Like, it's just gonna be like straight police state, bro.
1948, the movie. They showed that. It was nothing but just factories.
Yeah, just factories.
Everybody worked in.
Everybody gonna be working in the
6 feet
factory,
apart.
man. Because why? You all in debt. Not us, but we all in debt, so we don't have money to pay. So we just gonna be made slaves. Pretty much. That's how it's gonna be.
You get your rations.
Yep.
And you go back home and you go to work.
Yep.
It's gonna be like the movie Hunger Games. Yep. Everybody had a job to do, and nobody got paid. Yep. You got your daily bread. Yep. You got your clothes on your back.
Ain't no choices. Oh, I want to eat it this tonight, or I want to eat it that, or nah. That's all I want to say.
Oh, get that word now. Because this is martial law is a way of terrorism, man. Go ahead.
Just the word terrorism, that's a noun. A government intimidation during the reign of terror and threats.
So government intimidation. That's the definition of terrorism. Government intimidation. So ISIS is not a government, okay? That's not terrorism. What the American government does every day is terrorism. COVID-19, man, making you wear a mask is terrorism. Right? Martial law, that's going to be an act of terrorism, okay? Telling you what you can't do, what you can't do with your kids, or they're going to go to jail or take a kid. That's terrorism.
Real quick, the definition of terrorism, it says definition from WordNet: the calculated use of violence against civilians in order to attain goals that are political or religious or ideological in nature.
Calculated. All right, they do this behind closed doors. There's secret councils, and it's to what? Towards the citizens. There was some more on that near the bottom. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, it's terror, great fear, dread, and alarm, panic, object of fear, cause of alarm, terrible news.
That's all you hear on the news today. Terrible news, fear. That's terrorism. So what is Esau doing right now? He's terrorizing the people, the public, to what? To bring fear upon them. So they can, if you have somebody to fear you, you can make them do anything that you want. So what? Esau got everybody on the earth right now fearing the invisible boogeyman of COVID-19, and people will do anything to not get the virus. But what? Like 500,000 people died or something like that, as they saying? Or 100,000, whatever. People don't want to die, man. They think, but wait, people have been dying from cancer and tuberculosis, AIDS for years now, but nobody was wearing a mask for them. You can get AIDS from somebody spitting on you. But now since COVID came around, you can die if you get spit on by somebody. You know, so everybody got to wear a mask. You know, can't stay too close to each other. Can't have I think in San Diego they passed a law that more than 10 people they can get arrested. Groups, whether you're in home, whether you're inside or outside, man, in your own house. But really, what they're doing is trying to make a move on the men of the Lord. You know, there ain't nobody getting together like us. You know, brothers be out deep. Everybody looking at us, oh my God, what the guy's doing. But what? Because what? We don't fear Esau, man. We fear Yahweh Shai. You know, and we're not ignorant of Satan's device. We know his agenda. Yeah, damn COVID-19. The hell? That's just a ends to the means, man. It was a perfect one too. But they've been doing that for years. You know, trying with Ebola, H1N1, and people died. But nobody was wearing masks when Zika virus was running rampant. When H1N1, nobody wore masks. But now all of a sudden, the mask is the way. You know. You got more on that? You had something?
Well, no, I mean,
Yeah, so, you know, another brother come up, you know, for the last 5 minutes or so. You want to come up, these brothers? You know, 3 hours. That's fine, we'll leave at 7. Yeah, you want to just come up?
Give me Romans 3. Alright, Shalom. Like, hey, like the brothers are going into, man, the destruction is coming, man, and hey, we can sit up here and tell you 1,000 ways that how everything's gonna happen, but we don't know. The scriptures say it's a time like no other. But what we're doing is stirring up your pure minds to kind of give you some idea, like, yo, this ain't gonna be no walk in the park, man. Okay? And the enemy we dealing with is he's looking to come down on you. We get Revelation 12 and 12. But the man who we dealing with, man, he's coming down with great wrath. Okay? The brothers went into how everything around you is weaponized, and like he don't care about you. All right? But the masses of our people are going to get completely slaughtered, man. All right? Trusting in the enemy. Okay? But get that.
this is the
Matter of
book
fact, you get that first. Like,
This is the book of Revelations, 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth.
and woe means distress, man. Misery. Okay? So distress and misery unto you, man. Destruction unto you, man. Okay? Go ahead.
And of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Exactly, man. And a time like no other. You already see how this man is openly, publicly. All right. So imagine when the lights get shut out, man. Okay. All these purge movies they make, man. The last purge they make, they had the military going into you so-called blacks and Hispanics, Native American neighborhoods, man. Okay, to kill you. But wait, it's a video trending right now about how he's like, we have to lock these people up and we have to get rid of them. He said, let's be real, so they can't come out and get 10 other women pregnant. Who gets 10 other women pregnant? You know, when they exactly Jake. So let you know he's talking about they got to get rid of us, man. Okay, so that great insurrection, and you can get that in 6 weeks. Oh, go ahead. But that great insurrection is coming upon you, man. Okay, go ahead.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 3, verse 3.
Good job.
For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect?
Because look, right now, here it is. I was meditating on this on earlier today. Here it is. We clearly at the end. All right, a spiritual man can see that, but still, people should be running to this truth. People, the live feed should be full, man. All right, we should have a block of people out here. Why? Because they don't believe it's the end, man. Okay, here it is. Things are getting worse and worse by the day, and you can clearly see. Even these Edomites know that this place is over. Gun sales out of the roof, man. Liquor sales, gun sales. Okay.
Bibles.
Oh, Bibles. Okay. Hey, and hey, that's the other part of it. A lot of Israelites are waking up too. You know. But man, we clearly at the end, and this place ain't going back to normal. It's gonna be so interesting to just see these next couple weeks, these next 2 months, man. Right? And you're gonna really see what this place is. Right? And some major event gonna get ready to take place and get ready to happen. Right? It could be a cyber attack. New Zealand just got hit with a cyber attack. Okay, if this place get hit with a cyber attack, man, it's over. Street lights gone. When one street light just go out, you feel me? Like it's chaos. People don't even know how to conduct traffic, man. When one street light cut off, man, especially at a major intersection. You know, it's a wreck gonna happen immediately, man. Okay, so what? That's the power grid. All this stuff is ran by computers, man. Okay, go ahead.
Romans chapter 3, verse 4. God forbid, yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou might be justified in thy saying, and might overcome when thou art judged.
Exactly, man. So justified, man. What these prophecies? Okay, because that's how we know. That's how we have the scripture say, measured out the time diligently in itself. And when I see his part of the sign pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou well know. Okay, that this is a time where the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, man. We quote that scripture so much we can quote it. Alright? That goes to show you, man, how much we out here pleading. The Lord is out here pleading with you people, man. Alright, like we were saying at the atonement yesterday. Hey, this is the altar right here, man. We said we come out here, we set up an altar for you, what? To come and be forgiven of your sins, man. Ecclesiastes, the 5th chapter, keep thy foot when thou comest to the house of the Most High. The Lord's setting up an altar for you right here for you to come and repent. Because why? You're going to get these words and you're going to change your ways, man. You come here every week to get these words, so what? So you can change, all right? To turn back what? From the deeds you once did. So the altar is set up right here, man. Okay? But you don't got a lot of people out here seeking repentance. Go ahead.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, 16, starting at verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you.
And they're going to take away certain of us, man. All right? In Revelation, I believe it's 2 and 10. All right, thou shalt be in prison 10 days. Talking about pretty much a time period. All right, some of us may get grabbed up. Okay, that's why now you have to build your faith. Okay, because you might be by yourself, but you might not. You might be with a bunch of brothers. Who knows? But you have to prepare your mind for all these different scenarios, man. Okay? Because this is a time like no other. You got it? We'll get it real
This is
quick.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer.
Yeah, so, and that's where wisdom and knowledge shall be in stability like time. You should know whatever is coming to you, the Lord is in control. Okay, if you so happen to get caught up and grabbed up, hey, you got to know, okay, nothing happens without the Lord ordaining it, man. This man was able to grab me up and take me, okay, because the Lord allowed it to. Hey, come get in, Joe Slater. All right. This man was able to do those things because what? The Lord allowed him to. So you gotta understand, your life is in the hands of the Lord, man. So it's nothing to fear. Yo, we in the flesh, all right. So you know certain things you're gonna be scared, but then that's when you calm down, you take that deep breath, and you meditate on these scriptures, man. Okay, go ahead.
It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison.
And once again, man, this ain't no mystical creature, man. Okay, we ain't finna see the man come out the earth, big red man, and grab you up and put you in Esau's. Like what sense that make? Right? He gonna come out of the earth and put you in a county jail. You know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense, man. You know, he's some demon, some spiritual demon coming out, but he gonna put you in an actual carnal prison cell. No, he's talking about the so-called white man. Call him who he is. He's been revealed, man. Esau Edom. The devil. He's been revealed. Stop being so sensitive, man. He is who he is, man. Because I know a lot of our people like to be like the man. Who is he? Well, we know who he is. Read on.
Then your Lord says, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Yeah, so hey, that's going into what? You might get your head chopped off by a guillotine. You might be a martyr, or whatever the case may be. But the Lord say, be thou faithful unto death, man. Because if you, once again, going back to wisdom and knowledge shall be in stability like time, you realize you don't really die, man. Okay? You don't die. Boy, Paul says he desired to be in that tabernacle up in heaven, man. The heavenly tabernacle, to be in that new body. Okay? So you ain't losing nothing. And you're going to come back with vengeance, man. You're going to be one of the first ones risen. Okay? Go ahead, Quan.
This is Job, chapter 13, verse 15. Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him.
Yet will I trust in him. And that's what it's all about, man. You know, because the Lord put you in certain situations. You get all shook up and and you know, you pretty much, the flesh wants to take over, and you know, you start thinking all kind of doubt and all these different things. But you gotta trust in the Lord. Read it again, Bubba.
Con. Job 13, verse 15. Though he slay me.
Though he slay me, man. We all felt that. You know, we all been in rough situations where it feel like, hey, you know, it's the Most High present. But Elder Thar said that a couple months back. He said it's gonna come a time where it's gonna look like the Lord ain't there with you. It's gonna look like He ain't there with you. You can call him, you know, shot. You like, oh man, I'm finna get this, or this finna happen to me. It's gonna look like, it's gonna feel or look like He ain't there with you. But you can't give up, man. You can't give up.
Hey, God, that's what I was going to say. We walk by faith, not by sight, because it might look like it, but if you have the faith, you know He's with you.
Exactly. You know? You like, oh man, this is it, man. You go cry, oh, Lord's gonna be with me. Walk it down. But no, man. You gotta trust in Him. Go ahead.
Con. Job 13, verse 15. Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him, but I will maintain my own ways before him.
And that's integrity. Okay? I will make, that's, hey, and that can link up Revelation 2 and 10. Can't be thou faithful unto death. That's integrity, man. Okay? Yet will I maintain my ways. The Maccabees bros, okay? What was the high priest's name that they wanted him to eat the pork, or appear that they eat pork, but he still didn't do it? I forget the account. Yeah, I forget his name. But
he was a high priest. When you talking about one of the brothers?
It's an elder. He might have been an elder, I think.
Yeah.
But it's in the Maccabees where. But pretty much the thing was like they wanted him to eat pork.
You talking about Mattathias?
I'm not sure.
I don't think it was one of the brothers.
It was an elder. He was like an elder, like a renowned man, if somebody can find it. But they wanted him to eat pork. And in front of people, that's all right, cool, we'll give you something else. It could be chicken, but act like it's pork and eat it in front of them. He's like, Eleazar? Okay, fine. If you want to hit it real quick.
Yeah, I got you. It's 2 Maccabees 6 and 18. Eleazar, one of the principal scribes, an aged man, and of a well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh.
Yep.
But he, choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination, spit it forth and came of his own accord to torment. As it behooved them to come that are resolute to stand out against such things as are not lawful for love of life to be tasted.
Exactly. So what? He was willing to die, right? Maintain his ways, you know, and that's the spirit we gotta be in. You know, hey, we gotta ask the Lord. You know what I mean? Because that's when you made a video I saw a title the other day, Brave in the Face with Death. Yeah, that was a hard title. You know, some brothers just have this hard ass title. You're like, man, you ain't watched the video, but you see the title and automatically you just like know where that's coming from. You're like, man, just the title alone, and that hit you. Because that's the spirit that the brother putting out. All right, I ain't even watched that video, but it still touched me. You know what I'm saying? Right. Damn, that's hard. That's cold right there. You know what I'm saying? So, man, you know, we got to be brave, man. All right? Trust in the Lord. Though he slay me, yet will I maintain my ways before him. Plain and simple. Go ahead with that.
All right. This is Revelations chapter 2. And Revelations chapter 2, I'm going to start verse 25. But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come.
What? That's his truth. That's his truth, man. You know, that's why Paul said in Romans, he said, I am persuaded that nothing can separate us from the love of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. Okay? But people, a lot of people, they get afflicted, and that the scriptures tell you, cleave on to him in a time of affliction. But people get afflicted, and they spread farther away from Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. You can't allow that to happen. The Lord chastens those who he loves, man.
Yeah, when they do mention the Lord, like some shit happens, they'll start blaming the Lord or asking, why me? Why me? What do you mean, why you?
Yeah. I got a family member did some years in jail. Now he get out, he hate the Most High because he figured out the Most High didn't deliver him from the sentence. Right? But check this out. You weren't even caught. What was you doing to get all that time? You was being wicked. But now you want the Most High to be with you in a wicked situation. He was just being wicked as hell. But now he get out, he hate the Most High. Because he had to sit back and do all that time. God wasn't there for me. But bro, what was you doing prior, before that sentence?
That's why the scriptures say, you shall, call upon your gods in that day.
Exactly.
See if they shall deliver you.
Yeah. Exactly, man. They get out, they hating the Most High. But look, you look, what were you doing prior? But the Lord's gonna save those. Like, look what we doing prior before judgment. In Sirach, what is 18 and 20? It says, before the judgment, examine thyself, man. And that's why we out here right now, before judgment. Go ahead.
Hey, real quick, that's why Romans 15 and 4 says the things that are written aforetime for our learning. So when you do go through afflictions, we'll read about great men who were afflicted, and what did? They maintained their integrity. All right, and matter of fact, when they went off, man, King David, for example, all right, what did he do? He prayed, he fasted, he went to the Heavenly Father, and he asked for forgiveness. Job, one who was upright and eschewed evil, man. And even though he lost everything, but what, in the end, all right, what? Yahweh Shai gave him an increase, man. All right, 100-fold, man. You see? So it's all about how you go through it, man. Because the Lord ain't gonna put nothing on you that you can't bear, man. All right? Revelations chapter 2, verse 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end.
And that's what El Tahar, man. Y'all brothers were saying, watch that live that he did in the car. Hey, and he making some good points. He said, the reason how they getting weak because they don't believe. Well, you don't believe you gonna get salvation. You don't believe the Lord gonna give you spiritual powers. You don't believe that you're gonna have a bunch of women. You don't believe you're gonna be in spaceships. You don't believe that. Why are you getting weak? Because if you getting weak, that means you don't believe all these things that the Lord has promised us. Because if so, you would fight for these things, man. Right? You will fight to obtain these. You gotta ask yourself, do you still want this? You know you do. In your heart of hearts, you know you still want this. So come on, let's keep going. All right? Go ahead.
To him will I give power over the nations.
Yes.
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I have received of my Father.
So that's true power, man. Rule the nations with a rod of iron, a scepter. All right, who know today walking around with a scepter? Okay? You know what I'm saying? That's a scepter. You walking around, that's a god, bro. That's on some next level shit. You walking around, you got a scepter. That's the kind of power we want. And you floating too. Come on, you don't want that? Your garment just going like this? You floating, you got a scepter. That's God mode, man. The shit you only see in movies. That's what we desire. And we believe that. Okay? That was it on that corner?
Yes, I got a quick one real quick. 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 12. Fight the good fight of faith.
Because it's a fight at the end of the day, man. Because that doubt is always going to be present there. A certain percentage of doubt is going to be present there. But if it wasn't, what would be the fight? You know what I'm saying? What would be a fight if doubt wasn't there? Because at the end of the day, we sit here and we read this, but we never seen that before. We never seen that before. Okay? We never taste, it's like it been in that position, man. A power like that. You know what I'm saying? A spaceship, a UFO, so-called UFO, a chariot came down and beamed us up and said, look, man, look, I'm going to take you up here to go see the Most High. I'm going to show you that all this is real, what you're doing. And then I'm going to sit you back down so you can notice, no, that ain't going to happen. All right? So, yeah, we never saw that. We never saw that, but that's why it's fake. That's why everybody can't come into this truth. Because it requires faith, bro. Okay? It requires faith. Yahweh Shai was risen. Okay? Because it could have been like, oh, Jesus' body is over there in this region. Such and such, such and such. You can go find his body. But what? No traces of him. Gone. So what? It takes faith. He was risen. See, the Most High put these people in a trick bag. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you ain't finna go find his, oh, see, this him right here. Then open up his tomb and his body just decayed, but we know this Jesus based off, no. He rose and he took that body with him because why? It takes faith. It requires faith, man. And that's a superpower. That's superpower right there, faith. Yeah. You believe in something that nobody can see. It's like, man. And that's why they hate you. That's why they don't like you. And that's why they jealous and that's why they envious of you, man. Because you believe in something that they don't. You faithless dog, man. You don't believe, man. They weak. You're superior to them because you believe, man. But the scripture say faith is a gift, lest any man should boast. So you're superior to them just because you believe something they don't, man. Okay? Keep going.
1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 12. Fight the good fight of faith. Lay hold on eternal life, whereunto thou art also called.
Ooh, lay hold what Jacob did with the angel. Wrestled with the angel, back and forth. He laid hold, man. He wanted that blessing. His name was changed to Israel, Prince of the Power.
He wouldn't let him go.
You want to let him go. So come on, we fighters, bro. You feel what I'm saying? We strength, we got power. Prince of the Power. Don't let go. Once you let go, that's it, man. Hey, they just gonna have their way with you, man. Demon, and that's what them demons try to do. They try to overthrow your faith, man. You believe that, man? It's all that doubt. You know, you got people around you smiting. We all around smiters. As soon as we leave from here, we going into the world full of none but smiters, bro. That's why this is the house of the Lord. When we go out and preach, this is the house of the Lord. You're gonna get none but faith here. All right, correction, none but exhortation. But when you leave the altar, when we leave church, because it's church right now, when we leave church, we got to deal with all these smiters, all these demons trying to come at us, attacking our faith, man. That's really what their job is, just to make you denounce your faith, make you stop believing, man. Okay? Keep believing. Go ahead.
Whereunto thou art also called, and hast professed a good profession.
And this is our profession, man. You know, you coming out here, you profess. This is your profession, man. Why? Because you put everything inside, and this is what you're giving all your time to, man. This is the highest calling on the planet. The highest calling. There's no other job higher than this, man. Prophet you literally the voice of the Heavenly Father, his son, Yahweh Shai.
Prophet was always above the king.
Exactly. You know? It's the highest office you can get, man. People go, I'm a CEO, I'm executive, I'm this and that, and whatever. That ain't nothing, bro. This is the highest calling, this is the highest job, man. And you heard the call, you hear. That's why I liken them to the military. When you call for your chosen, they got that from the scriptures. Okay? You've been called. And what? Those in boot camp, they don't make it, they get sent back home. Right? But what? You got a shot to be in the Lord's army. You know? That's a great calling, man. Go ahead.
Before many witnesses.
Before many witnesses, because there's coming time that fame gonna come, man. I saw you out there. He's out there preaching that word, man. We got angels watching us, man. Okay? Scripture say, angel of the Lord camped about those that fear him. You got an angel with you, man. Imagine, we can't see, but I'm pretty sure you can feel the presence of a bunch of angels here with us right now, man. Watching us, listening to us, admiring us, man. You got to believe that. You got to believe that, though. They here right now with us. And when each and every individually want us leave, they going to be right with you. Who knows how many angels one brother got around them, man? Okay? They're here with us. They're present. The presence of Yahweh Shemel Shai is here, man. And we feel it. Okay? That's why we confident. That's why we wax. Look, nobody out here, bro. If we were some cowards, if we didn't believe this, we would hide ourselves. Because right now we making ourselves a target. Nobody out on the highways and byways, but we out here preaching the word in the middle of a so-called pandemic. Like, if we were cowards, shouldn't we be hiding right now? Like, I don't want to expose myself. You know, you could be blending in, but no, we come out here on the forefront, man. Okay? For one, we fear somebody greater than Esau. We know it's somebody greater than Esau. It's somebody greater than him. What you said, Kwame, is somebody stronger than him. You know, somebody stronger than Esau Edom, man. Okay? That was it on that, Kwame? Go ahead with this.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. Examine yourselves, whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves.
So examine yourself, whether you be in the faith. Again, sit back and ask yourself, do you still want this, man? All right? How bad do you want it? You know, Jacob bust their ass at something in the world, all right? Something that really doesn't take much energy to get, because like the scripture says, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You want this, you can see all that. Work hard enough, earn the money and get it. That's an easy thing, man. You know, that's why brothers be saying like, man, like, you know, somebody come, you know, we all, you know, we all have our ups and downs, but it's like somebody coming to you in the world, you come to me and asking me for money. You got all the time to put all your energy, all your strength in this world, and you need money. Like, bro, you a loser, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? We put all our time in this. That's why we poor men. That's why we ain't balling. Now imagine, bro, you go home, you study, you watch countless amount of videos. You could be getting a degree right now, studying, and putting all your energy, running a business, putting all your energy towards that business or whatever case. You can't do it now. This place is through. What I'm saying. But, bro, come on, bro. All this strength and attention. What if we put that towards something in the world? We'd be freaking rich, bro. So you got all the time in the world, but you need to come to somebody in the truth to ask them for money. I'm not saying that happened, but that's like stupid, bro. You can put all your time and energy into something in the world, bro. You should be rich, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on. You know, go ahead.
It's Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of that time, and strength and salvation, the fear of Yahweh is his treasure.
So we getting a spiritual degree, man. Wisdom. You know?
Yeah, I was gonna say after the same thing. This here says wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of that time. We're investing all of our time into studying this right now, whereas a lot of people, like your brother saying, is investing their time trying to do this and do that. You know, or you investing your time in the stock market. Well, you should be rich right now. We're trying to get spiritual riches right now. You know, you got all this time to sit here and look at the trends of the stocks and so on and so forth, and look at the sports teams and betting on all that. You got that time to invest all that. Well, that's gonna be the stability of your time. But when all that collapses, you're not gonna really go nowhere with that.
Because the things which are seen are temporal. All right, we fight for an eternal, all right, kingdom. All right, you in this temporary kingdom, man, that's fading away and it's done. But what? Jake still has hope that it's gonna bounce back. They done. Go ahead.
2 Corinthians 13:5. Examine yourselves, whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your
exactly. Improve your own self. So I can interrupt you. But prove your own self. Who you out here proving? You know what I'm saying? Who you out here proving? You know, then that goes into man pleasing. Well, I'm cool with him, or I'm cool. No, you out here for yourself, man. Be out here for yourself. Well, what else other reason you out here for? You proving yourself what? Proving yourself in the sight of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You trying to prove to him that you worthy of salvation. You know, you trying to prove to him that you worthy to have your heart's desires, that you worthy to have the kingdom of heaven. Prove your own selves, man. All right, the scripture say, let every man be persuaded in his own mind. Prove your own. You ain't out here trying to prove nothing to nobody. If so, then look, I don't like you no more. I ain't cool with you no more. Then what? You gonna leave after that? You're done. No, you proving your own self, man. In the sight of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. F what your family say, it's like your F what anybody says, man. I'm doing this for Yahweh Hashem. I'm doing this for my salvation, man. Regardless how much of fool the scriptures say about the foolishness of preaching, say them that believe. You know? Yeah. Look at us. We out here preaching the word. Yahweh Hashem say we are fools out here, man. This is a foolish thing. You know? But why? This is the proving grounds. You know? You was reading? Yeah, finish that.
Know ye not your own selves, how that Yahweh Shai Hamashiach is in you, except ye be reprobate?
So you ain't doing this by yourself. A portion of the Spirit has been dealt unto you. Certain brothers got bigger portions than others, but a portion of the Spirit has been measured unto you. So you ain't doing this by yourself. You know? You got the Spirit guiding you, man, through this. If you believe, you know? You ain't in this by yourself. Okay? It took faith to come out here. The Spirit's still on you. You still out here. You still pushing. So the Spirit on you. Because it was up to you. You'll be at home playing video games or whatever the case. Whatever you would be, man. I'll just use an example. Whatever you would do, if it was up to you, you'd be doing that, man. You wouldn't have the power to come out here.
Chasing after women.
Yeah, exactly. Because we come out here on the day of the world, Saturday. That's the day of the world. All right? Go ahead.
Just to make a quick point, and that's the beauty of the brotherhood, man. Like the brother said, when you down and you think it's all about you, who the fuck gonna lift you up, man? Who gonna give you? Hey, scripture say, comfort one another with these words, man, for a reason, man. All right. So that's why you need to you gotta understand that the brothers around you is warriors just like you, man. We all fighting for the same reward, man. And you so stubborn, and you rebellious, and you got this feeling like, oh, I can't listen. you ain't gonna make it, bro. This is about a body, man. The scriptures say the unit until we all come into the unity of the faith, man. The brotherhood is very important. Just want to make that quick point.
You was brought in this truth to suffer, man. You know? Yeah, you know, you feeling like I don't deserve this. I don't deserve for people to treat me this way. Yeah, you do, man.
You're king.
Yeah. So you were brought in, look, Yahushua being a perfect example. Alright? It said he was vowed and he pretty much did nothing back. They smote him, he did nothing back. So here there's a man that did no sin, but your sins reached the heavens. But a man that did no sin, they slapped him, they spit on him, did everything, but he took it all. That's the greatest example. Yeah, once again, he all been dealt a portion of the spirit, but Yahushua received it without measure. So yeah, he gonna be on a certain level, but why? It's put there to be an example. Alright? To teach you. To show you, okay, damn, Yahushua went through this, went through that, he did that, so okay, cool. Well, I can do this. I can, you know, it's an example. Because if we never had an example, all right, the reason why you go after something because it's been accomplished before. You think you can do it. Well, Yahushua, he led the way, he done it. So it's obtainable. I mean, physically we can't do it, but the scripture say through our faith, but it's obtainable, man.
Put up a reasonable service.
Yeah.
You gotta do everything. You just do. The suffering we do. This is a reasonable service to Yahushua.
You deserve this, man. All right, that was it on that? All right, go ahead.
This is the book of Romans 8, and we'll start at verse 16 and read to 18. The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we're the children of the Most High, and if children, then heirs, heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Hamashiach, if so that we suffer with him, that we may also be glorified together.
Yep, and that's what it consists of, discipline, suffering. Okay? We live a very disciplined lifestyle, man. I mean, we ain't sitting in a lotus position all day and meditating, you know. But we live a very disciplined lifestyle, man. Okay? But what? If we suffer with Yahushua, man, we shall be able to be partakers in the glory with him as well, man. Okay? It's beautiful, man, and it makes you a man. The suffering makes you a man and puts you in a serious mindset, man. To the point where, hey, what Elzar say, you learn to love the suffering, man. It don't bother you no more. You get a flat tire, y'all. What? Pull the car over, change the tire, whoop, gone. That used to piss me off, man. You know, some stupid stuff like that happen. Oh, why? You know, why? But now it's just like, yeah, no, it's just another day. You know what I'm saying? Just another day, man. Light go out, one of the light bulbs go out. Hey, that's a normal thing. It don't bother you no more. This shit's just normal. You know? It's normal, bro. And bros, that's what makes bros so tough and stern, like solid. You know, where nothing's able to ripple their waters. You know what I'm saying? They just solid. You know, it don't bother them. You know? And that's the mindset you have to be in to make decisions, to make judgments. You know? You have to be in a solid mind. No matter what goes on, you have to make solid judgments, man. Okay? And you have to revert back to the wisdom. Solomon said, wisdom was with me in every thought. But if you feeling emotional and you pissed off about something, how is wisdom gonna be with you in every thought? All right? Your emotions is clogging your judgment. You know? But that's why you gotta love the suffering that comes to you, because that suffering makes you hard, man. So that shit don't bother you no more. Go ahead.
Philippians, let me read one more verse 18. Romans 8 and 18. For I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
And exactly. At the end of the day, when all this shit done and over, you're like, man, I had to not do this and not do that and not do that. But what you're gonna get, you're gonna be like, damn, that was nothing.
Yeah.
That was nothing. You know what we finna obtain if we be those men? We believe we are. And that's the thing too, you have to believe you are one of them men. I'm pretty sure y'all do, because y'all wouldn't be out here. But, you know, it has to be said. You know? You have to believe you're one of those men. You have to believe you're going to get salvation, man. Go ahead. Ariel, Joe.
So this is in the book of Philippians, chapter 2. We'll start at 12. Philippians 2 and 12. Wherefore, my beloved,
Love, the house of David, man. All right, go ahead.
as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence,
And that's where it really counts. Go ahead.
work out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
Yes, sir. Okay. What the scriptures say, passage is so narrow that only one man can go at a time. Okay. So when you leave here, all right, you got your own life you living, you got your own demons you deal with, you got your own obstacles in your life, you got a job, you got this, you got that. So what you got to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, man. That's why the scripture say the fear of the Lord is his treasure. But the fear is, man, if you don't got fear, you need to pray for more fear because that fear is healthy, man.
Keep it alive.
It
Fear
keep
is
you
speaking
alive.
exactly.
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Faith in the womb.
Yeah.
We get verse 13 says, for it is the Most High, for it is the Most High which worketh in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure. Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you know, really what it comes down to is talking about fear, and, you know, fear and trembling, and that's something that brothers are showing. Again, like the brother is saying, you're not going to be out here wasting your time if you really wasn't fearing that Yahweh Shem Yahushua will destroy your soul, you know, kill you and your family. You know, these things actually go through brothers' heads sometimes, like, yo, I need to step my game up because you're seeing all the judgment out here and being casted around people, all right? Don't think you can't be touched, all right? But if you have the angels, Yahweh Shem Yahushua on our side, then we know and we believe that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to give us salvation by what? Doing his will. Because the will is in us, all right? It's in somebody, so it's clearly in somebody, all right? And it's looking like it's in us. So we're going to do the will of the Heavenly Father through what? Fear and trembling, all right? Through belief, through faith. And we expect, all right, faith, hope, expectation that we're going to get the kingdom of heaven. You got it, brothers.
All right, come on. Just holding one for a while. Go ahead.
All right, this Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2, speaking on Yahushua, how he was our ultimate leader. Looking unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross,
Yes, sir.
despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High.
Exactly, man. The author and the finisher.
Right.
So it ain't like you ain't got an example of how to do this. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like, oh, nobody has done that. Oh, nobody's done that. It's impossible. No, somebody has done it, man. All right? And despise the shame. Okay? Because a lot of shame, a certain status you might have had before you came into this truth or whatever the case, you lose all that. Okay? And they like, what are you doing? Go ahead, bro.
Real quick on that word despise, like meaning like he paid no attention to, like he cared about like zero, you know what I'm saying, understanding about the shame. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't care about none of that. Because he knew where he was going, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It was foolish. It was foolish on him.
Right. You know what I'm saying? He already knew his life.
Yeah,
That's why he
exactly.
say the author and the finisher, the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, you know?
Exactly. Come on, bro.
He was King Solomon. He wrote,
Yep.
you know, all his vanity,
Yep.
Right.
vanity of vanities.
And that's why every brother like, hey man, I don't care what nobody say. You know, they in this truth. You know, I don't care what you don't care what your parents say, your friends say, your girl, hey, I don't care. You despise, and that's you despising that shame.
Right.
Because you getting it. You know what this leads to. You know the end of this road, what this leads to, man. You know that. So it's like you laughing at me, I'm laughing at you. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm literally looking at you and laughing at you because you have no idea what this leads to, man. Immortality. I'm gonna be a god. You know, I'm gonna live forever. Lord's will. That, bro. Come on, man. That's why I say you despise the shame, bro. It's like, bro, you're a fool, bro. You have absolutely no idea, man. You have no idea. You know, and that's why it's like what really can you say? You know what I'm saying? Like it's not even worth talking, like, bro. Like, to the point, that's why the scriptures say, answer not a fool according to his folly, lest thou be like him. You gotta walk away from him. Because it's a waste of time you talking to him because he's just not on that level, man. And we ain't saying we on some genius type level, but what? We have the spirit, man. The wisdom of the Most High is higher than man. Okay? This is something that you can't obtain. Physical. You can do as much studying and read all these kind of books and all that, but you'll never get to this level that that we on with the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. This is above, man. We talking about manipulating the elements. I don't care what degrees you got. You ain't gonna be able to manipulate the elements, man.
That's right.
You know? No, once again, bro, this is the highest calling, bro. Manipulating the elements, flying through galaxies. Show me a school out here that'll lead you that way. They say, oh, this the Bible. The Bible is foolish. Oh, that's fairy tales. See, they count the words of the Most High as fairy tales. You know?
That's why they put it in movies like that.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, that can only happen in the movies.
Exactly.
Just wait till you see a man flying down the street.
It makes a good movie. It does make a good movie, but little that they know that this is actually, this is all prophecy that's getting ready to come to pass, and everybody's going to be put in subjection.
Kind of, well, in that movie Glass, you know, there was that one kid who was into the comics, and he was like, yo, he started going into the history of the comics, and he was like, yo, this was actually talking about people. And because you know the I don't know if you brothers ever seen it, but the dudes had powers. You know, they had one dude, Bruce Willis had the ultimate strength. He could break through, you know, pull everything apart. But the kid did the research on the comics, and he saw it. He was like, yo, this is going back to like history. Like these were actual people that these comics are talking about. And that's the truth. Because that's why they put things like that in the movies. So like, oh yeah, see, it's just a movie.
Yeah.
And that goes back to the scriptures. Superpowers go to.
You know. All that is real. Remember, for somebody put it on the TV, that came from somebody's reality, man. You know, that came from somebody's reality. But let me finish this.
I didn't start yet. He was reading. I got it. So 2nd Ezra, chapter 2, verse 13. 2nd Ezra 2 and 13. It says, "Go, and ye shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you, that they may be shortened.
Yep.
The kingdom is already prepared for you.
Yes, sir.
Watch."
Yeah. And that's why brothers get into those movies, man. To get those visuals. No, that's real. Once again, going back to faith, that's a superpower, man. Do you believe you're gonna fly? Oh my God. No, that's why you admire kids, man. They playing little action figures and this and that, man. You know, they believe in that, man. You know? Hey, if you want to call us foolish, hey, you have somebody tell, man, you own one. You actually believe all this shit gonna happen? You know? Yeah, I believe that. And they mad. All that they mad. They in their spirit. They don't know, but in their spirit they're mad because you've been given a gift. The demons on them are upset because you've been given a gift. You have some that they don't, which is that gift. Once again, faith, man. That superpower. Faith is that key to enter into everything else. Faith. It starts with faith, believing, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Let's do this, sir. It's Revelation 3 and 11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown.
That's the spirit. That's heavy, man. Nobody, man, stop you from believing this. No trials, no tribulations. Okay? You got to be that seed sown in good ground, rooted. So when that wind come, it ain't uprooting that tree, man. That tree rooted. Okay? And that's what they do. When trials and tribulations come, man, you gotta hold fast, man. Let no man take your crown. Okay? Let nothing stop you. No obstacles, no nothing, man. Okay? You gotta do what you have to do. And the Lord will make a way. If it's getting too hard for you, that's where the gift of prayer, alright, the tool of prayer, pray, man.
Fasting.
Yeah. Pray and fast. Hey, ask the Lord to make a way for you, man. You know, or to harden you. Okay? Yahushua said, I pray that you take them not out of the world. Me, hey, yeah, but keep it from evil. Me personally, bro, I don't want to die. I want to make it to the end. I want to see everything. Even if it's gonna be bad, I want to make it I want to see it all, man. I want to see everything. The destruction, people getting torn up out here. Alright? All the way to the missiles drop to the Lord's will, I get beamed up. I want to make it through everything, man. I want to see it all. I don't want to, if I die before, I'll be in the heavens. And, man, bro, I want to be down here in the ground with y'all brothers, man. Fighting in the trenches with y'all. You know? Yeah, it gets hard sometimes, but I would rather be here. I wouldn't be no other place else, man. You know, I don't want the easy way out. You know? But I do pray if the Lord do leave me here that He gives me the strength. All right, to continue on, man. Hey, hey, as much as I can come out every week, come out here with y'all brothers, you know. As many lessons you can put up lessons. As many times I can read. As many videos I can watch. As many times I can fellowship with brothers, fellowship. You know what I'm saying? I want to be here. I'm pretty sure y'all brothers want to be here, man. The scripture says, blessed is he to see the downfall of his enemy, man. We want to live this, see everything. I want to see our enemies crying, man. These Edomites crying because they losing their jobs, right? They hungry now. We've been dealing with that shit since we got here. They trying to make ends meet, trying to put some food on the table. We've been dealing with that since we've been here, man. I want to see it happen to y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want to see, bro. We want to see our enemies tremble and cry, as we did.
Real quick, and that's we want to see these curses get flipped on you. You know, we want to actually see these curses apply on your dumb. See, because the whole time you thought that we were sent over here for our destruction, but in the book of Baruch, it says we were not sent over here to be destroyed, but because we moved the Most High to wrath. And Isaiah the 45th chapter says, in my wrath have I smote thee, but in my favor will I have mercy on thee. What is that mercy giving us, Yahweh Shai, man? Which is the Holy Spirit, which we have on us right now, man. You got it.
Because that's that sacrifice. Man, somebody died for you.
Right.
You know, in the world we hear that so much, because Christianity has tainted our minds, bro. Jesus died for your sins, and they say it so much, and it has absolutely nothing behind it. But now you in this truth, with a renewed mind, somebody died for you, bro. Understand that. Somebody died for you. Somebody blood was shed for you, bro. That's heavy. You know? But in the world, they dilute that so much, bro. Jesus, because you want to know why? Because they tell you that, but then you can still do whatever you want to do. There's no respect behind that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody died for me, but I can still be a clown and still do what I want to do. That's why it was no respect for it. But here it is. We have we know what's right from wrong, and we take that much serious that somebody died for me. Because why? We acknowledge that we have errors. We acknowledge that we sin. You know what I'm saying? According to the law. So he's like, damn, somebody died for me. So let me walk as straight as I can to show that respect for that person that laid his life down for me. That his blood was shed. You know what I'm saying? That's why there's no respect for it in the world, because they teach the laws have done away with it. So the law is done away with, then I can do it. It's no respect for the man who died for me then, right? I have no respect because I can still do what I want. No, you show that respect for that blood that was shed by walking after him, man. Bearing your cross daily. That's how you show that respect. You want to show Yahweh Shai, you appreciate he died? Well, stay in his truth. Fight for him. Show him you appreciate the blood that he shed for you. Show him that, man. That's why nothing should be able to separate you. Somebody died for me, man. Somebody's blood was shed for me. All right, you got that one? You got something? Yeah, read that, and then we're going to pull up this.
All right. It's the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 4, starting at verse 16. For which cause we faint not, but though...
That's why it's going back to Matthew, I believe it's 18. Matthew's 8. Hey, that's the spirit. You have the same precept, the water. Matthew's 18, he said, I pray that man always pray and faint not. So what? Always believe. You know? You faint when your faith get low. You stop believing. That's where your strength is at. The scripture say, thou faith in the present of adversity, and the adversity thy strength is small. So your strength is your faith. How much you believe, man. Once again, this is not nothing physical. The Lord ain't asking you how many push-ups you can do. Your strength lies within your faith, man. How strong is your faith is. How much things can be thrown at you and you still believe, man. You still fighting, you still pushing. That's strength. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody can do this. You know? Go ahead. That's why people go back into the world, because it's easier. I don't have to carry that burden. I don't have to pick up that cross every day, man. Go ahead.
2 Corinthians 4 and 16. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish,
our man perish, but go ahead.
Yet the inward man is renewed day by day.
So that man in the inside getting stronger. You may look all torn out on the outside, and that's how they look at us, man. But you catching all kind of hell, you living a miserable life, you working this BS job, and your life, they literally look, physically look like your life is mounting up to nothing. You ain't moved nowhere, you ain't going nowhere. But you don't see I'm getting a spiritual increase. I'm stronger than I ever been before. I'm wiser than I ever been before. You just don't see it.
Than we were before.
Exactly. You just don't see it. Because why? They physical. They carnal. They only see the physical. You still driving the same car. You still living with somebody. You still this. They don't see it. You know, they don't see it. But, bro, it's the spirit, bro. I'm bossing up on you. You don't see it. I'm bossed up in the spirit. I'm stronger than ever been, man. I'm learning more and more about these scriptures daily. I'm getting close to y'all about y'all shy, man. Man, my muscles are huge. I'm just waiting for this spirit to be put in that body to show to show it outwardly. And exactly. But then when we come down, they gonna see God's, man. Some you ain't. Oh my goodness. So this what he was working on. You know how somebody has. Oh, that's what you was doing. This is what he was working on. Then all you gotta do is take that scepter you got, out of there. You know? That was it on that. Like 5 minutes. Go ahead.
Verse 17. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and external weight of glory.
Exactly, man. That glory, man. So this is, we working out here. You work out to get big muscles, right? The glory of working out is you get big muscles. That's the glory in that. Go ahead.
This is the precept we're talking about with that scepter. This is Psalms 2, Psalms chapter 2, verse 8. This is also what the elders were talking about, praying. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
Yep.
Verse 9. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron.
Yes, sir.
Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel.
Exactly.
We're waiting.
The men of them nations, man, we gonna subdue them. Bro, you ain't a real man if you don't want to go around and subdue a whole world of men. I want to do that. That's a real man. I want to go to each continent, bro. Each continent and subdue all these men. Subdue them. Those that exactly. Those that's not down with it, you kill them. Those that's with it, put a chain around their neck. Plain and simple. You down with it? No, I'll never serve you. Or explode them like Mr. Manhattan. Just make them just explode. And then when they see that, then they go, oh shit.
Okay, how about you?
How about you? Right? They gonna come to you like this. The scripture say they shall come. They head bowing down, man.
They sons and they daughters.
And it's gonna feel good. You just gonna ching. You gonna have a whole line. Let's go.
Now,
Put them on the ships.
Move it.
Move it. Take them back to Israel.
Give them numbers. Number one.
Build up.
Your 4.
Yep. Build up. Build up.
Bare
That's
bodies
it, bro.
first.
So you don't want that?
First job.
So you don't want that? Come on. But what? It takes faith.
that's right.
That's why. It requires faith. Yep. Does it or not? All right, go ahead. Read through this one.
This is the book of Romans chapter 8. We'll start at verse 35 to 39. Who shall separate us from the love of the Mashiach?
And just listen to this. I'm going to just let this ride. Go ahead.
Shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or peril or sword? As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter.
Yes, sir.
Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors
Yes, sir.
through him that loved us. For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of the Most High, which is in Yahushua HaMashiach, our power.
Exactly, man. So you got to fight, bro. Ain't nothing, man. Don't get weak. You know, don't get weak, man. Ain't nothing, man. Paul said, I am persuaded none of that going to be to separate from me. Separate you from Yahweh. So you going to let all this worldly, petty shit separate you from ruling the nations with a rod of iron? Come on, man. You know what I mean? That's foolish. Come on, so hey, whatever comes upon you, take cheerfully, man. So that, you know, Lord willing, you brothers are edified. Until next time, we'll give all praise, glory, and honor.
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakakadash.
So I want to send the Apostle Great Millstone, real well. Let's see y'all come out there for the